I'm starting to understand some of the money worries.
No, like if I've spent £4 on a meal, you know, I'm eating all of it.
So here now, you spent £4 on 3 meals.
Yeah, if you like,
who's eating 2 pork chops?
That's what you normally eat. If you buy 6 pork steaks for £4, what you could have done is add 2 today, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Thursday. There's 3 meals out of that.
Yeah. But at best, 3 and 3.
It's £1.33 a fucking meal, mate.
Me and Tams would probably split the thing like 3 each.
So you admit you've at least eaten 2 meals?
No, because when you eat that, you have like chips or potatoes or mashed potato, you know, veg. You have accompanying stuff. I had a salad. I had my salad.
So you
bowl.
had some accompanying?
Yeah.
A whole salad that probably says serves 2 on the packet as well.
That's one of the lunchtime ones.
Yeah?
Just a little lunchtime salad.
It's one of those ones that comes in a little
What I'm
plastic
saying
cup.
is, the air conditioning's on. If you're sweating right now, it's probably because you ate 6 pork steaks for dinner.
Fucking good though. Well, I didn't have much of a lunch, so
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
it was good. I think if you live in a well-ventilated, well-aired room, fucking dinner of kings, mate.
Okay.
Welcome to tonight's game, where we are playing new Dark Angel Detachment versus new Tau rules.
New all rules.
New all rules.
The balanced data slate's out. It's here.
Yeah, so but it's not a new detachment.
Yeah.
It's an old detachment
Revamped.
revamped.
Well, it's the new art. It's the
Yeah.
army rules revamped. The detachment's slightly tweaked.
Yeah, it's like old dog, new boots and coat.
Tricks, famously here.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a bit long day. Much meat. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. Paddy's done the usual complaining and whining that I've completely tailored all of this. I haven't. I chose the deployment. I put the terrain down, not knowing what side each person will go on. I let Liam pick the mission, and then we randomly pull the twist.
We do. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah?
Night fighting's not
There's
in.
only
so
one
there will be a game.
There is only one I want, and it better be that one. The time it gets pulled will be the time I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And that's something I have to deal with. But
I want it for Logan, so you know.
I want it for the Swarmlord.
You want it for everyone.
Yes.
All the time. Yes. Joe actually cares about who his warlord is nowadays.
I know, it's
do,
great,
yeah.
isn't
I
it?
know, yeah.
Yeah, no vehicle warlords for me. Although I don't have any vehicle warlords, so it'll be right. But yeah, we're playing that. It's gonna be great. Please like and subscribe. We're gonna have some fun. You know, have a laugh. We'll berate each other as a joke. Got to say that now. You know, and it'll be great. Wonderful. Okay.
Sponsors?
Nice. Yeah, we're sponsored by some people that sell models conveniently. If you live in England, right, Element Games, exclamation mark Element in the chat or link in the description below. Get cheap models and sweets, possibly, and maybe stickers.
Nice.
It's really good. And they've got more Always Sunny in Philadelphia based stickers, which makes me happy. They had Danny DeVito as the troll the other day. It was really good. If you live, and we get a kickback if you buy the stuff, and you get toys cheaper. Right? Good next day delivery. If you're in America, it's Wargame Portal, exclamation mark Wargame, link in the description below. And if you live in Canada, Vortex Games, exclamation mark Vortex, link in the description. And yeah, get cheap models, we get a little kickback. It's a great way of supporting the channel if you can't give us memberships, gifted members, super chats, gold bullion, you know.
Cash in an envelope.
Yeah, straight to the PO box.
Yeah.
Silver allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth something, isn't it?
Yeah, someone will buy it. Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be wonderful. So yeah, it's much appreciated for all your support. So just doing that, or the bare minimum to support the channel is liking this video. Just boop, done. Subscribe if you don't already subscribe. Maybe leave a comment. And honestly, you can say anything.
Doesn't have to be related.
Because people give us a lot of shit in the comments, right? And they think they're really sticking it to us. What they're actually doing is helping us because it's a comment, which means there's activity on the video, which pushes it out to more people.
Look at you knowing how it works.
Yeah.
done
I
it
do
long
have a
enough now,
brain
isn't
in
it?
here.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
sometimes listen to me.
I don't choose to use it very often
No,
because it
quite.
requires power.
Yeah.
I need the power in other parts of my body.
To consume pork.
Yeah? Or chicken or beef. Meat.
Meat-based products.
The
Yeah.
other bare minimum you can do is just give 50 memberships.
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah.
Day.
if you like Dark Angels, gift 5.
Yeah.
Right? Because Dark Angels is great. If you like Tau, as a punishment, you have to give
Correct
10.
life choices.
Give
so
10.
The thing is, if you like Tau, you can afford to gift 10 because you're not spending any money to go out with your mates, are you?
No.
Don't listen to him, Tau people. Don't listen to him.
Yeah.
What about the dice?
I like them.
It's keeping you honest, there, Joe. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Baron of Dice, sell dice. They're great and wonderful. On our merchandise page on the YouTubes, don't have to go very far. You could buy red and white dice left.
Correct.
Or you go to Baron of Dice, BARON, not barrel, Baron on Dice, Baron of Dice. They have dice with the symbols that are very close to the army. That you
Legally
collect.
distinct.
Legally distinctly different to not be cease and desisted, but close enough to look similar to the ones on your shoulder pads. And they Liam 5 in the voucher thing to get 5% off.
Happy days.
Yeah. And it also tells them that you've come from us, which is important because he gave us money to sponsor us for that really, really professional dialogue I just gave you.
Yeah.
But it means that he'll sponsor us again.
Yeah. Not confusing at all, Joe.
Maybe. Definitely.
Possibly.
Hopefully.
Yeah. That's what we like. So yeah, we have got a mission tonight, but before we do that, we have got the twist cards because we're not competitive here. Sometimes. We've taken out the ones that have already been used since the deck was released. So all that's left is new ones. And once we've gone through all of them,
Then we'll do it again. Recycle.
then we basically reset it. That's what we're going to do.
It keeps it fresh, doesn't it?
Yeah, and what we've done is we're not duplicating deployments or
Missions.
mission until all the twists are done.
We're keeping it different for you lovely people.
But we can't,
Although, yeah, deployments will have to be randomised again afterwards.
because there's more twists than there is deployments and missions.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So I'm going to shuffle this. What I did is... all right.
Tito says, Joe, if you don't uppy downy turn one with Lionel, we shall enter fisticuffs.
Yeah, but all I'm doing is going, please kill me.
I don't know if you are with his stats now.
Come on then, Joe. We got 5.
We've got 5 here.
Exactly in the
One
middle.
is one I took out and then they made me put back in. What is it?
You're going to be happy.
I'm going to be happy.
Joe gets a benefit, I get nothing.
Lords of War!
What does Lords of War do, Joe?
Until the end of the battle, add 3 to the attack characteristic of each weapon equipped by Warlord models.
Which
What's
means,
the rider?
Excluding vehicles.
Oh, good. I get nothing.
Should have watched Shadow Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
which means tonight's mission now looks like this.
Good.
So it's basically Brom's deployment, sort of.
Yeah.
Sweeping engagements, long edge, Tetris, or Brom's favourite symbol. Purge the foe is our primary mission. Each player scores 4 victory points at the end of their command phase if they hold at least one objective, and another 4 victory points if they hold more than their opponent. In the 5th round, the player scores the points at the end of the round, a turn as normal. Each player scores 4 victory points at the end of the round if they killed at least one unit, and another 4 victory points if they killed more than their opponent as well. And then we have the Lords of War twist. Basically, the Lion is going to get +3 attacks on his sword and gun, which makes Joe very happy. But it's no vehicles. Fanny, your Warlord is?
My Warlord is a Cold Star Commander, which is the pinnacle of the Tau, but he's a vehicle, so he gets nothing.
Yeah. I do think they thought about that, though, because the Cold Star Commander does have classically very good guns.
Yeah, as opposed to the Lion, who's got a rubbish sword.
And if he's got a missile launcher and a plasma gun or whatever he
Wait,
has...
so Magnus gets +3 attacks?
Yeah, because it's just vehicles that's the rider. It's
I
just
think they'll change. I think they'll get rid of monsters. I think they'll put monsters
No
on it.
Primarchs, no monsters, no vehicles. Happy.
Yeah. Well, because all Primarchs are monsters.
Yeah. Because, oh man, the Magnus with 3d3 +3 shots and a turbo gun.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
And then 10 attacks in combat.
Yeah. Or the Swarm Lord with 11 attacks in combat.
Nah, Magnus is better, mate.
Yeah. I mean, Angron.
Magnus is better.
Magnus.
2 shooting attacks, and Millie, he gets 9 extra attacks
he gets
a turn.
all the toys.
What's the Lion's base sweep?
8 attacks.
So that's up to 11 as
Well, I mean, he was going to kill me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
8 attacks, lethal hits, hitting on 2, strength 12, -4, flat 4.
Yeah, that's not his sweep profile, though.
Oh, his sweep profile is 16 attacks.
So 19 now.
Yeah. Hitting on 2, strength 6, -3, 2 damage, sustained hits 1.
Well, that's unnecessary.
That's like a whole unit of orc boys dead.
I aim to kill him in the first turn.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He has got
but I
load
want
up,
to.
but-
Nah, boo.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about our list. Should we go into our list?
Yeah.
Rather than just skirting around the outside.
Yeah. So I have bought the Wrath of My Rock.
I nearly
Hard
wrote
wanger.
Wrath of the Cock on purpose, and I decided not to.
The new detachment rule, which basically means that if your strength is higher than my toughness, you are -1 to wound in shooting and combat. Cries in Iron Warrior, basically, because that's only in shooting. Leading my army, my warlord, because he must be, is Lionel Johnson. His backup buddy, Azrael, is here with 6 Inner Circle companions. I've got a captain in Terminator armor who has the Ancient Weapons enhancement, which gives him +2 strength, +1 AP, +1 damage in combat, and he is leading 5 Deathwing Knights. I've got 5 Deathwing Knights on their own. I've got 5 Deathwing normal boy Terminators, an Inferno squad, Samael with 6 Black Knights, and 2 units of 5 Infiltrators.
Would you not think, interestingly, Joe, as well, is it not possible that you could be a bit gamey with that? Not gamey, but like it could be argued that Samael or the captain might even be better with the +3 attacks. Because the lion fucking murders everything anyway.
So yeah, but the thing is, the lion has to be the warlord.
Oh, does he?
So you have to not bring him to get that.
Okay.
But Samael going up to 9 attacks with sustained hits 2. It's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly right.
Pretty spicy.
This is my point.
You could have.
Does it finally make Belial good? No, it doesn't.
No. I think, right, the easiest and quickest fix for Belial, just make him damage 3. Because he was damage 3. He's been damage 3 from 8th edition through to 9th edition.
Yeah.
And then they're like, nah, we don't want damage 3 anymore. And then enter Space Wolves, right?
You should make him damage D3 so him and Mephiston can have a chat.
Just make Mephiston, he's the Lord of actual death.
No, he's not, mate. He's the Lord of sometimes death,
He
sometimes
is
life.
literally, he sucked in all of the Black Rage from the warp.
To be fair, as we learnt on Thursday, the Space Wolves do have a significant amount of damage.
They
really do.
Mind-boggling amount of damage 3.
Yeah.
We worked out on Thursday, Paddy, towards the end of the game. I was about to charge him with something like 30-something, 36 or whatever it was, damage 3 attacks.
No, that's not needed in the game.
Yeah, right.
Because it just, like, Custodians and Terminators just cease to function then.
Yeah.
They all need to be 4 wounds.
In was going Arjak, Logan, 10 Wolfen with Thunderhammers.
It's like, Belial he's got like, is it the Black Sword?
Isn't that what the Emperor's Champion has?
What's it called?
I'm sure the Black
Sword
Sword
of Silence.
The Sword of 1,000 Truths.
Didn't Disturbed sing a song about that?
Yeah. And he's literally the leader of the most double-R bastards in the entire Imperium. They're literally the best Terminators.
Yeah.
They're the best of the best. Although when they join Death
Custodies.
Watch, they get a little bit worse. The Custodians don't like Deathwing.
No.
So surely the leader of those murder machines should be a little bit better than a bog standard captain.
No. Incorrect.
Well,
Unless you're Space Wolves.
unless you're Space Wolves. So yeah, that's my army. It's a little bit spicy.
Yeah, it's quite spicy.
Yeah. We'll go through the stratagems when they come up.
Yeah, my turn.
Yeah.
Tau fans.
You get a lot.
I do. It's not very good. We have, though, got what we've been asking for.
Yeah.
The observer system is finally not mental.
Yeah.
Right? So if you've not been listening, we still have observers and we still have guided units. However, 2 big changes. 1, split fire penalty, gone.
Yeah, which is good.
That's really good. That was needed. You can fire a few other weapons and some things. Maybe I'll bring a Taunar one day because then all its guns can fire in different directions. That's great. But the big thing now is when you observe something, it remains observed for the entire turn. So 1 stealth suit unit can observe a unit and your whole army can fire at it and get the guided bonus.
Is that until your next phase? So does it count? Would you get the rerolls in Overwatch?
No.
It's only for,
End
it's
of
only
phase,
for the shooting.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, but it means that you now don't need to have 100 guided units. So you can take a few less guided observer units, which is really good.
Yeah, I like that.
A bunch of the stratagems and enhancements have changed to reflect that. So it's all like, essentially, it works for a phase, which is really good. However, Callion has changed. So I'm running Callion so we can get the most change from Tau. Callion used to, if you were guided, you got sustained hits 2. Sadly, that's gone. So we've gone up and we've also come down. You now get ignore modifiers to hits.
You still get sustained hits 1 though, don't you?
You still get sustained hits 1.
But that's not a modifier.
No, but you ignore modifiers. So if you got pop smoke, I would ignore it.
Oh.
So it's kind of good sometimes. Won't come up in this game because I don't think you've got any -1 to hit and shooting. You got no stealth.
Inner circle companions, -1 to hit.
In combat or in general?
In your mum.
Yeah. So if that comes up, then good. So Tau have changed. I think it's a really good change. I think it was a really needed change. And we'll see how it goes. So the list today then, I'm running...
Always -1.
Yeah, I'm running Callion, so I'm going to have a bit of a laugh today. Bit slower, but then we're going to do lots of shooting and see how it goes. I have a Cold Star Commander as my Warlord, joining some Fire Knife battlesuits. They all have plasma. So there's 10 plasma shots in that squad. Pretty nice. They get flat rerolls to hit against full strength units, which is very nice. Also, that does work in Overwatch. Just remember that one. And that's pretty good. So he's with the Cold Star. They advance and shoot 3. Yeah, pretty nice. I've then got 2 lots of Cadre Fireblaze leading breaches because I quite like them. They're good fun. I threatened Joe with 60. He said no, so I bought 2.
You said 30 though.
Yeah, I was going to do 60.
But they're not all in Devilfishes.
Nah, that's fine. I've got 2 broadside battlesuits with railguns because railguns are cool. I want to see if I can roll some dev wounds.
To be fair, they are my favourite of the suits.
Yeah, they're cool. I've got an ethereal because I had some points left over because I didn't need as many guiding units. So I've got ethereal and I'm going to hope to gain some CP on a 4+. Which would be good.
Talk about your stuff.
Yes.
Finish your list.
2 Ghost Kill battlesuits.
He's trying, Joe. He is trying.
Yeah.
No.
With diffusions and the ion guns, so they're going to be infiltrating. They can, in this detachment, they can disappear off the board and come back in somewhere later. 10 Groot Carnivores. They scout. They've got sticky objective. Very nice. 10 Pathfinders. Pathfinders have changed. I no longer observe twice. But if the Pathfinders shoot at the thing they observed, they basically get the bonus. So they get +1 ballistic skill and ignore cover. So they become a bit more of a shooting threat amongst themselves, which is quite nice. They're cutting around with 3 ion rifles because I think they're quite good. They go up to strength 8, -2, damage 2. Ugh. 3 units of stealth suits. They still do the observing. They've all gone up in points because they need to, because now instead of just benefiting 1 unit, they can benefit an entire army. 2 units of Vespids for a bit of uppy downy, and then 2 Riptide battlesuits with the missile drones and the big cyclic ion and some plasma rifles. We're just going to be doing a lot of shooting. I'm damage 4, Deathray Knight's -1 damage. So it kind of doesn't matter. I
actually really love Riptides. I'm glad to see them.
Yeah. I love Riptides. I had a good list, which was Skyrays, triple Riptides, all sorts. But
I have forever wanted to build a Tau list, which is just battle suits. I don't like the little dudes. I don't like
all commanders.
I don't like Pathfinders. But that's the problem. The Crisis suit kit is just a bit shit.
It's very old. It's showing its age.
It's tired, isn't it? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's showing its age. The other battle suits phenomenal.
Yeah, I think the change in the army rule, like you said, means that your army composition changes because you don't need as many guiding units.
You needed I found you needed like 30% of your army had to be guiding units.
Yeah.
And then like your damage was okay. If you look at it and go, that damage is amazing, but it's not because you couldn't get all of it and you couldn't always get it observed.
Yeah.
Like there'll still be times in this game where I won't be able to get the benefit, but I will be able to, for example, shoot the commander at 1 squad, take no minuses, and shoot the crisis suits at an observe squad, and everyone's hitting on 3s. So that can now happen, whereas before it would have been 3s and 4s. So it's looking alright.
Does the commander get if you split fire?
Yeah. Gets no bonus.
No bonus.
But gets no negative now.
Nice.
So that's the difference. But the fact that you can have fewer guiding units and get more of the army going, it's much easier. It makes the games quicker. Yeah. You don't have to line up a load of things and do it all in the right order. I think it's a really good change for Tau. It was really needed because Tau were complicated. They were not good for new players to come into because it just took forever to learn the rule. So it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be interesting to see whether they are really powerful and getting rid of sustained hits 2 was needed. It probably is because that could be very powerful if you can get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, interested to see it against a very punchy Dark Angels list. So let's hope I get to go second.
Yeah. The problem is with our matchups is it's always the classic Joe and Paddy.
Yeah.
Joe runs at Paddy. Paddy shoots down Joe.
Yeah, while I scream. Yeah. And sometimes I do enough, and sometimes I don't.
And they're like, complain that I lost. That's how we go.
I'm on the white dice.
I'm on the purple dice.
After you. Oh, don't do this to me. Oh no. Oh no!
Come to me, Paddy.
Oh no! What's it done? What's it done? Dark Angels turn 1.
Yeah, Dark Angels turn 1.
No. No, that's not right though. That's wrong. Why is it saying? It says active player. Hang on.
Flip it round.
Have you put me as...
I fixed it.
Did you put me as the second player?
No. It just wasn't. It was just I clicked update round and it didn't actually update it. Now I clicked it again and it's working. So it is Dark Age. No, Tau. It is Tau turn 1.
I have some scouting to do.
Do you?
So I'm going to do it while stuff and things happens.
I have been thinking, you know what I liked?
This
and
is
the
dangerous.
colours of the banners, right?
Yeah.
I mean, red and blue. I do think that we should change them for the colour of the army that we're doing.
Yeah, but what if we've
that's
got...
a faff.
Yeah,
and if I put it on the scoreboard is also red and blue. And changing those to be the colour of the army is a real fucking faff.
And what if we've got two very similar coloured armies?
Yeah, but for instance, like, because obviously you're green, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I couldn't go the green. I could go like a bone.
Like a home and away team.
Yeah.
But also, the other thing is, so I could actually change the lights, and I could change the colour of the banners, but then the turn indicator also changes colour based on whose turn it is, and that bit I don't know how to change.
Also, it wouldn't take long for us to get red and green, and then some of the audience would have no idea what's going on.
I can have a look in the
colour blindness.
Let me have a look in the source data and see if I can find it.
Look at some saucy data.
Data file.
Right, I have scouted.
Spreadsheets.
It is the command phase. The command phase for me. While Liam does that, I'm going to roll a dice and see if I get command point from my ethereal on a 4+. I do.
I know.
But it's because it wasn't up.
Oh.
I got 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Conveniently.
Liam, you watched it in front of your
Yeah,
face. Yeah. So Liam, I gain another CP in my command phase.
Yeah, Joe, it becomes a fucking lot of work, mate, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like a lot of work. The amount of bits that are tied to the red and blue is exceptional.
We should just go to that, was the basketball counter or whatever some people use.
No, I
Just
like
go
to have a nice professional scoreboard, not some bullshit plug-in thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that as well. It sounds good.
That has like quarters in it.
Can I please get kill all Joe's Deathwing Knights as a secondary?
Are you saying you'd like some secondaries?
I'd like 2, preferably.
Would you? Would you like extend battle lines and engage on all fronts?
Yeah, I'd really like that. That sounds great.
So extend
in
battle
2
lines.
turns' time.
Yeah. Extend battle lines now. If you control one or more objective markers in your own deployment zone, and you also control one or more objective markers in no man's land, the secondary mission is achieved. You score 4 victory points. If you only hold 1, you score 2 instead of 4. It should say instead of 4, it says instead of 5. I'll update that later. Engage is slightly different. If you get 2 table quarters now, you get a single victory point.
Yeah.
3 table quarters for 2 victory points, and then 3 table quarters for 4 victory points. Again, I've fucked up the point.
That's cool. I'll be going into 3 table quarters, and I'll be taking the objective and shooting Joe.
Joe, remind me on Tuesday. I need to update the secondaries that I typed out tired because some of them are the wrong way around.
That's fair.
All right, we'll get it going.
Cool. I will
Beautiful.
begin moving.
What's chat saying?
Chat saying a fair amount. First of all, we say a big shout out and a massive thank you to Marcus Linder for 5 gifted memberships.
Thanks, Marcus. Joe,
Yeah.
you're on.
Thank you, Marcus, for the 5 gifted memberships. Joe.
Thank you, Marcus, for the 5 gifted memberships. I hope, Marcus, that you win a day to go around your a brewery of your favourite drink or beverage.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I love a good brewery. Thank you, that. And then thank you, Bold Rick,
Like
for the
it.
Nice.
10 gifted memberships.
10?
10.
10?
It's more than
Bold
5.
Rick.
It is more than 5. I hope that you have a untagged macaw land in your bedroom and the window is open.
Joe, you are so niche.
And it just stays and lives with you because you're best friends now. And you just eat Ritz crackers.
Ritz
together.
Crickers.
Ritz Crickets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Together.
I'm a fan of that.
All day, every day.
Thank you so much, Bold Rick. Slanesh, thank you for becoming a Hesed tier member and also gifting to Legend. Umbra, thank you for the $5. Good to see you again, dude. Go Tau. I know it's not going to happen with those dirty Chaos Angels, but I can hope.
I believe. The greater
Well,
good.
Paddy's currently just lining up to try and murder all of my Deathwing Knights in one turn.
Yeah,
So,
fine.
do you know how Joe always goes, you're no fun because you just hide? I'm doing the opposite this time.
Yeah?
I'm spreading out, I'm going to shoot you in the face.
And he's complaining of that as well.
Yeah.
Weird.
I will.
There's just no pleasing, Mr. Jojo, is there?
Yeah, no. Thank you anyway, Umbra, for the 5.
You
I
didn't shoot
don't
them.
know. It is
You
Paddy
shoot
in
them.
charge of the Tau. I'm telling you, there is a chance. And then thank you, Adam Fowler, for the $2 for the Lion.
For the lion, ugh.
Rar.
For the,
And then we have had
me the rest of
some
the
donos from Mr. Castellan. He firstly says, Dear YouTube, Joe is learning to be an influencer. Watch out, Warhammer community. The channel of Joe and friends is coming. Breakaway channel, Castellan. Breakaway channel for you, Joe, or is it just not worth the effort? You might as well still be on this one.
What, as a breakaway, as I'd leave and go make my own channel?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Thanks, mate. That's the nicest thing you've ever said.
Ultimately, the channel would eventually be a lot better and a lot more successful. But the problem is there'd be a period of time where I was earning zero money.
Yes.
Right?
That'd be a problem, wouldn't it?
Because as a channel that starts up fresh, you have to get to like 1,000 members, or is it 500 members?
Really?
500 subs.
500 subs.
You need 500 subs, you need 3 uploads and 1,000 watched hours in the last 12 months to get to the point where you can turn on members and super chats.
Yeah.
You then have to get to 1,000 subs, 4,000 public watched hours. No, it's a 3,000 before, sorry. And then 4,000 public watched hours to be able to turn on advertising revenue.
And let's be honest, it will be a solid 5 minutes before I get cancelled. So
Yeah.
yeah, because I wouldn't be conscious that I would be ruining someone else's business.
Yeah.
So-
Or job, or other people around you.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Because I'd be at home, like, what are they going to do? Fire me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's then £7 off of super chats from Cass, which is basically the Lion King. So he super chats a Weema where. When the lion, the mighty lion, hope he doesn't get headshot by Tau tonight.
I hope he gets devastating wounded from
And
a
then carries on
broadside.
with the Weema.
I saw the Lion King live show 3 times.
A cultured man. Thank you for Marcus Linder for the 2. He says Inferno Squad, never heard of them. I actually like Inferno Squads, I'll be honest.
I only put the Inferno Squad in today because we were talking about it.
The
today.
+2 strength flamers.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. And then thank you, Evan, for the 5 gifted memberships.
Legend.
Thank you, Evan. I hope that
Do you?
you have the power to turn any liquid into iron brew.
Oh!
Yeah.
Anyway, perfect.
That-
Are we
I
done,
love
Paddy?
that. I'm done, mate.
Yeah.
I've moved. I'm engaging on 3 of the fronts,
Yeah.
and I'm lining up to shoot people.
I fucking hate
What Joe says, he hates the shooting phase,
Yeah.
unless he's doing it.
Cowards.
Right. Well, I'm going to. So now my
Oh, that all blocks line of sight?
it does not. That's not how terrain works.
Boom.
So now I have to do all of my marketing at the start. It makes it a lot easier. So this unit of stealth suits is going to look at this unit of Deathwing Knights.
We're using tokens for the stealth suits, chat, because they give an additional benefit.
This guy's going to look at the lion,
Young lion.
just in case. If somehow they all die, then the broadsides can pop the lion.
Because the lion has low knock if he's near Dark Angel's infantry. What are you laughing at?
I'll bring it up in your movie face, Joe. It's a super chat. It's great.
So
It's made me chuckle.
these guys, one of them is going to observe the Deathwing Knights.
Lame.
Cool. So I've got three observing tokens. I'm just gonna get going. I think.
Love cock.
That's reasonable. That is fair.
It's the only way to engage him now, is just to accept it.
Right. So let's start with some broadsides, riptides. This is a lot better, right? Straight off the bat, I don't have to worry about getting 2 individual people to look at those 2 for both of these 2.
Yeah.
Both of these riptides can just line up
You were
onto
saying
them.
this was shit when you first
I know,
said it.
it's so
Yeah, yeah,
good.
because-
You threw all your toys out
Because
of your
I
pram.
didn't read one word. I didn't read when it changed to a guided unit.
Oh.
So that one word is like the
Yeah.
because I didn't read that. I was like, they've just been nerfed for no reason. Then I read it properly. And I was like, it's so much better.
Yeah.
It's actually really
Because you
good.
threw all the toys out the pram,
Yeah.
got out the pram, set it on fire.
And then read. I did a U.
Yeah.
So then I did a U, and then I actually
I
continue to read.
do a Brom,
Yeah.
where I think a stratagem's really fucking good,
Yeah.
and without reading all of the words.
Yeah, he just doesn't read the restrictions part. The restrictions part doesn't appear or exist in Bomb
Yeah.
and Joe's
Once per
world.
game, nah. Once per me, once per phase.
So, your Deathwing Knights are what toughness?
5. And what's your strength?
7 or 8.
Either way,
So
it's
I'm
horse.
-1 to wound you,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so I'm -1 to wound. You have Armor of Contempt,
I do. What's your AP?
so 2 or 3. So if I overcharge, I get a Strength 8, -3, 4 damage. Becomes 3 damage,
Yeah.
I'm -1 to wound. But the difference is, I ignore cover, so Armor of Contempt will make no difference.
Yeah.
If I
If you don't overcharge,
you can just use Armour of Contempt. So this one at the back is going to overcharge. I'll just do my hazardous out of sequence just so I don't forget it. Cool, we're fine. Boo. So 6 shots. I don't think I'm going to declare my once per game dev wounds yet. I want to save it until I've got sustained hits.
That's fair.
So, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the stealth suits. I wish I had sustained hits. Okay, so 5 hits.
Force to wound.
Because of Joe's rule, it's forced to wound, but I get to reroll 1s. Wish I'd put the dev wounds on.
Yeah. So 3, but you're now damaged 3.
3 at AP 3, now damage 3.
Yeah. So force.
So I kill a Deathwing
You
Knight.
kill Juan.
Nice. I have each one
the
has
Mexican Deathwing Knight.
yeah. Each one has 2 missile drones. So these now
Julio.
hit on 4s. Rerolling 1s. Strength 5, so 4s to wound you.
Do you not get +1 to hit though?
Yes, I do. So it's 5 to 4s because they're drones. So these are drone missiles. So you've got 2 more. AP 1. Damage 1 each. Not that it matters.
No.
The second one is going to have a go, and we're exactly the same. So quick hazardous. We're good. Reroll that 1.
Didn't it used to be D6 shots? Was there a time that was a thing?
No, the hammerhead is D6 plus 3. Rerolling the 1s. 2. If you would be so kind as to fail 2 of these.
I shall fail none of them.
Good. So 2 Riptides have killed a Deathwing Knight. This seems pretty good.
Reroll your 1s.
I can reroll my 1s. 2 hits.
Oh, this -1 wounds. Good, isn't it?
2 wounds. AP 1. 1 damage.
As a Wolfguard Terminator player, Joe, that's really fucking good.
Oh my god.
I remember when Joe was bouncing into this last week and complaining like fuck,
I sent-
and now it's okay.
Yeah. I sent that 1 unit
Yeah.
of Wolfguard Terminators
Yeah.
kill. Bearing in mind that I fought both every single fucking time
Yeah.
With Arjack.
with Arj.
That's
Okay.
quite the kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killed Lucius,
Yeah.
Flying Demon Prince,
Yeah.
Demon Prince on foot,
Yeah.
a unit of infiltrators.
Yeah.
What else did they kill?
I don't think they went. Did they not go through the Noise Marines as well?
Yeah, they killed 2.
They went
I
very
don't
ham,
think
I killed
Deathwing
1.
Knights ever needed -1 to wound on
I
top
think
of
they
-1 damage.
There used to be a time when you could only wound them on a 4+.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much now, right? Unless you're strength 10? Yeah. Right, so 2 ghost kills, and I will be spending
Yeah.
CP
Oh yeah.
on coordinate to engage.
Yeah.
So effectively, the bloke that's done the observing
Like any good relationship.
gains the guided benefit. So both of them shooting at that same unit of Deathwing Knights at the back.
What is your AP, my dear?
AP is 2, ignoring cover, because I can see you. Are you going to contemptuously
two,
armor?
damage one,
damage
damage-
3 to damage 2.
Do the first one, and then I'll see about the second one.
Yep, because you only get it for 1 engagement.
Yeah.
And just going to double check my range. Cool. I can't fire secondary weapons at you guys. So this is the first one. I'm going to do my hazardous roll first. We're good. 6 shots. Miss.
There's a lot of 6 shots in this army, isn't there?
I don't know what you're complaining about. I've wounded you 3 times, AP2 damage 3. It becomes damage 2. I can have 100 shots, Joe.
Hey!
Take 2 damage.
2 damage. I'll put that there.
So my
I won't armor of contempt.
So my 12 shots from Riptides, plus 8, did 5 wounds total to a unit of Deathwing Knights, and I had reroll 1 to hit and wound and ignore cover.
I think I'll armor of contempt for free.
Thank you, John McCardle, for 50 gifted memberships.
John McCardle!
John's in the chat.
Oh my God!
It's coming here!
No times, mate, because you're -1 to wound. Hazardous. Yeah. I already hate Deathwing Knights. They are
bad anyway.
overtuned to fuck.
They are 250 points for 5.
They should be 350
I want
points.
to remind
I
you
would
that
say it.
last week he complained a lot about my Wolfguard
Yeah.
Terminators.
Deathwing Knights are more
Yeah,
obnoxious
but
than
that's
that.
different because it was you.
Yeah.
Anyway, John McCardle with 50 gifted, Joe. Fucking sexy man.
John the Legend. Thanks, John. We all love John. I love John.
I hope, John, that due to a packing mistake at Games Workshop, you are sent new, unshown-off Horus Heresy models.
Ooh.
So you've done an order, right? A la, like, when they did with Dante, they just send you the wrong box.
Yeah,
but you don't care, because it's like a new model that hasn't existed yet, and they haven't shown off.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
that would be good.
And Joe, you can also sound the horns. Because Rick Jagger's just become a Thane.
Hey, welcome to the thing.
My horn's broken.
Honk honk.
Yeah, welcome, Rick Jagger.
It's going well tonight, I won't
Do
lie.
you have a...
Swagger.
Yeah. I would say mute notifications.
Well, he's rethaning. I think he was a Thane.
He knows the rules.
He knows the
That's
rules,
rules.
yeah.
He knows how it goes.
Yeah.
Right, I'm done, Liam.
That was a good horn though, I like that.
It's like one of those, like one of those old horns.
Yeah.
Right, Mr. the Paddy, have you scored some points?
I have actually. I have scored extended battle lines in 3 table quarters, and I have engaged. Extended battle lines and engaged on 3 table quarters.
Did you kill a unit?
No. Did I help? I don't think I'm good. So at this rate, it takes me 5 turns to kill that squad, and 15 turns to kill that squad. It's good. It's good.
My army doesn't score secondaries very well, though.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Oh wait, I mean, you wrote it, so that's a you
It
problem.
does, because your Deafening Knights do
Well, the problem
secondaries.
is, I like to play Dark Angels with all the Dark Angel shit.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Because the Dark Angel shit's the good shit.
Right, Joe, are you ready for your secondaries?
Yes.
You
have we
have
got?
Cull the Horde,
Can't do it.
which has changed. It's now infantry unit with a starting strength of 13 or higher.
Still can't
You
do
don't
it,
have
sadly.
a unit of 12
Do your
models with
breaches not
counter?
have any drones?
They don't count as models.
Yeah,
They're
they're-
war gear.
Oh, are they war gear now?
Yeah, war gear now.
Oh, right, okay, so I have to discard it for you. Cool,
Yeah.
okay. And you also have Mark for Dax. So you get Sabotage. So do an action in No Man's Land for 3 victory points, or Paddy's deployment zone for 6 victory points.
Yeah.
And it completes at the end of Paddy's turn still, because it's a singular unit. Mark for Death has also changed. Paddy will pick 3 units to be your alpha targets.
That I will.
Each is worth 5 victory points. Afterwards, you can then pick a gamma target.
A gammon target.
If you kill your gammon target, that is worth 2 victory points.
So what I don't want to do is make it both my Vespid, because then I can't take them off the board,
Yeah.
because it would give it to you. So I'm going to make it. You have no funky come around the back and shoot me this turn, do
Well,
you?
I've got this unit here can advance and charge.
Of course I can. How far can it go?
12 plus d6 and then charge. I get +1 to my advance and charge because of Mr. Speedy Man.
Yeah.
And then I've got a 1 CP advance and charge.
Okay.
And he's got Lion Uppy Downy.
Sure, but you in your command phase.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good, Paddy. Because he's on the table, he can come back in turn 1.
This attachment is so dumb. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go for this unit of breaches that you can't interact with. You 9-inch deep strike, you don't 6-inch deep strike with the Lion.
Thank God. Because that would be mental.
This ethereal, which you won't be able to engage with at all. And this unit of broadsides, because it's very hard to kill. And do you have any good shooting?
Well, for 1 CP...
Can you get through
so
like
these
16
guys can
wounds at toughness 6? 2 up save.
Maybe.
Okay.
So on the charge, this unit's anti-vehicle, anti-monster 4+.
Okay, but it won't. You'd have to charge around this way to get me.
Yeah.
But sure. Okay, cool.
And then I get to pick a gammon target.
Yes, pick a gammon target.
This
Chumbawamba.
wanger right there.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
You're keeping them both then?
I'm keeping them both, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I also gain an additional CP because I have Azrael.
I've already given you that one, sir.
Nice.
So there we go. You've got Sabotage, Mark for Death, Mr. the Joe.
I like to imagine that the lion appears like Thanos through the smoke. Like,
Yeah.
Just walks out. Because he's a friend of the trees, isn't he?
Oh,
He's a big
Buaz
tree hugger.
obviously has also pointed out correctly, by the way, that Lions Uppy Downy actually has nothing to do with this detachment. That's just now on his data sheet if he picks that ability.
Alongside his 3+ invulnerable save.
And -1 to wound, because normally he wouldn't get it in this detachment because he's not infantry or mounted.
But they thought about that.
But they went, oh no, we'll just make the Emperor's Shield even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is the Emperor's Shield.
Yeah.
I'll be
What
honest with
ability
you,
are you picking though?
I'm going to go a Aura of 4-up, Feel No Pain to Dev.
I'll be honest with you, Paddy, as well.
Yeah.
Right, the Lions changes are the only reason why I'm sad that I gave Dark Angels to Jay.
Yeah.
Because he's like the ultimate hero hammer now.
Yeah, he's grand.
He is like Samurai Jack, if you ever watched that cartoon.
So you picked your Aura 4-up for no pain?
Yeah.
You picked an oath target, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Who shall be Otheed? Who is of the moment? That should be a really long bloody charge.
So I am 26 away.
Yeah.
So 12 off of that is 14.
Yep.
So I'd have
14
to-
on 3d6.
14 on 3d6.
You ought to be glad you didn't pick that fucking twist. You can charge within 18 inches and you get to roll 3d6 every time.
Yeah.
That would have really.
A lot of this deck is like,
So the Lion's
take
like,
melee and you win. Night fighting and that one, you're just like, I'm really glad I got Blood Angels.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so Oath?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
go with that.
Beautiful. Into the chat phase for you wonderful human beings. who are
Let us go.
wonderful. So thank you so much to. Did we do Evans 5 gifting? We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did that one.
Please
Thank
don't.
you, Mr. Snezzy, for the $5. By the way, watched Art of War's Space Wolves review right before this,
Yeah.
and literally laughed out loud when they described Liam to a T as the generic Space Wolves player. If anyone wants to, watch it at minute 29.
Spend a CP for me for an advance.
Yeah, I think it was Mr. Lennon I think it was Mr. Lennon that said, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And or was it Jack? I can't remember. Anyway, it was
What did he say?
The typical, you know the typical Space Force player, and this is pretty much what he said. You know the typical Space Force player, he's the guy with the motorbike, who's got like the mohawk, at the very least the sides of his heads are shaven, always got a beard, covered in tattoos. And then he also said, has a T-shirt with 3 wolves howling at the moon. And I'm like, thank God I don't own that T-shirt. I've always got it.
It was almost you. Yeah, that is 100% you.
I do have a shoulder pelt instead, so, you know.
Yeah?
I think that's better than the 3 wolves T-shirt.
I actively love that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Go watch it, minute 29. And also tell Art of War you came from us, because they're amazing people. We love them. Thank you so much to Erebus for the $10. No more split fire penalty, and yet not a single storm surge in sight. Why do you hate fun, Paddy?
Because I've got a turbo storm surge, but Joe won't let me have fun.
Also, Merry 5 a.m. from Katachan, you cunning stunts.
Nice.
Do you not have an actual storm surge?
No.
I'll buy you one. From Element. Exclamation mark Element.
We'll put that in the old list.
Yeah, we'll get that.
Because with the Splitfire, storm surges have just been pointless, but now I think they might actually be all right.
I fucking love a storm
They
surge,
do look
by the
really
way.
cool, don't they?
They are like the ultimate battle suit, but in the old like detachment army rule, they were literally pointless.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Joe's doing some creative measuring at the moment.
So I'm
you were 26. Now how far are you somehow? How many inches have you gained, Joe?
I'm actually 24 inches.
Oh,
away.
okay.
If I measure it from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on my advance.
If you
Okay.
hook Joe, if you use a tape measure and you hook that riptide and drag it towards you a bit, you'll be like 22 inches away.
That's what I might do at that.
And then if you just do some Brom front to back movement, you only got
So
charge.
basically, I rolled a 1 in my advance.
Yeah.
I get +1, so that becomes a 2.
If you
So you
roll it
move-
off camera as well, you can tell them what you rolled.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled it on the camera, didn't I?
Just.
Yeah.
Very just. Okay, so you're moving 14 inches now?
So I could go 14 inches.
You could.
Which puts me there, which is 10 inches away. I might do is just go and stand on the other side of this wall.
Thank you anyway, Erebus, you legend. And thank you, Erebus, for the 5 gifted memberships.
Thanks, Erebus.
Thanks, Erebus, you sexy beast.
I hope the next time you get a good idea, you don't start a galaxy-spanning civil war.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a... Okay. And then thank you, Adeptus Cuscodes, for the 5 gifted memberships.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Cuscodes?
Cuscodes.
Cuscodes.
Oh no!
As in the car brand.
Cuscodes. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
What do we hope? What do I hope?
It's like a funny joke that's not funny.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I hope the next time
If
you
it helps,
go to the beach.
If it helps, it's Ash and his Skoda always breaks down. Carry on.
I hope the next time you go for a drive, your Skoda doesn't break down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what you get for your Cuscodes.
I mean, considering it's a Skoda, that's a strong fucking hope. Yeah. Ven, thank you for the $5. Let's go, Joe. I got a good, really feeling about this one. $20 on Paddy.
He does, in fact, have a feeling.
Joe's taken the tankiest unit in the game and is currently hiding it.
In a tree. He's the Lord of the Trees.
No, I meant Deathwing Knights.
I gotta get close to you, Paddy.
Gotta
Let's
get
have a look at how
close to
much.
you.
So look at how much hiding he's doing, team, after criticising Paddy for hiding.
Yeah. It's the one thing he always criticises.
Silence you.
I remember the last time I played Blood Angels Thousand Sons, he couldn't trip enough about me not leaving my deployment zone while
Exactly.
Dante was hidden in it.
Exactly.
And I was out my deployment zone.
Cass, thank you for the $5. He's continued his Lion King song. When Paddy, the mighty Paddy, the lion gives him a fright. When Paddy, the mighty Paddy, the towel will shoot on sight. And then continues the Weem away.
Love that.
Can you sing it, Joe?
A wimbo it, a wimbo it, a wimbo it, a wimbo it.
Is that 3? Is that wound not for the Deathwing Knight?
Yeah, it is.
Are you just allocating it to an infiltrator instead?
After that happened, John then dropped his 50 members, and Cass continued his song.
Yeah.
John McArdle, the mighty McArdle, he dropped 50 subs tonight. And then it carries on, Joe.
Yeah.
I'll call it 10.
Oh, he's not
I'm
singing.
technically inside 9.
Liam, I need another CP, mate.
You need another one.
Because I gained one in Joe's turn, and I gained 2 in mine.
You gained one. Oh, for the ethereal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually didn't add that one.
Yeah.
Cool. And then...
No, and then.
We can thank Rick Jagger for $5. Do we think the strats in the prototype weapon detachment are enough to make missile broadsides usable, or are they still just paperweights?
I think missile broadsides are actually all right.
You reckon?
Yeah, especially with the prototype weapons, especially with those strats, I think they're decent. Especially now, again, you can have more of them in the list because you don't need as much. You don't need as much observing stuff.
The thing is, so when you observe, so now because they shoot indirect, don't they?
No. Smart missiles do.
Oh, okay. I thought they used to shoot indirect. Yeah. They used to shoot indirect.
So you can take smart missile systems on your broadside. So instead of the plasma rifles, you can have 2 smart missile systems. So you can shoot loads of missiles and then some indirect missiles. Because you can have on these guys, on all your tanks, can have a lot of indirect to just chip away at people's backfields.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Have you finished moving, El Josephina?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly check for a rapid ingress.
Thank you, Evan, for the $5. Suggestion to Liam, Metalocalypse. It's like Metapocalypse, but not quite. Lost Vikings, a great metal song for biking, space wolfing, or just having a laugh. Metalocalypse. Metalocalypse?
Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse, is that right? Have I got that right?
Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse?
I don't want to rapid ingress.
Turn 1.
Oh, it is turn 1, isn't it? Yeah.
Unless you're the lion!
Hey!
But coward Joe over here didn't take him off the board.
Lads.
Yeah.
So I'm going to charge now,
Okay.
because I can't really shoot. So Azrael's unit is going to charge that.
That goes kill,
That goes kill.
which doesn't have grenades.
Oh, I've got to spend a CP for advance and charge.
Yeah. When do you have to spend that? In the movement or in the charge? You'll do it anyway, but just in general, when do you have to do it?
Your movement phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
So you have to declare it in the movement phase. It's fine for now, but
I haven't done a shooting
for
phase.
those who are paying attention, it's movement phase. You can't just wait to see if you killed it and then do it in the charge phase. I'm not saying you can't do it. It's a new detachment meters. For the people at home,
Let's go!
it's a 10. It's a solid start. It is a solid start. There's a 1/3 chance you make this.
For the doggies I saved.
Yeah, it's a 2.
CP reroll.
That is your last CP gone.
Do it.
Hiya! No.
That's worse.
Now they will stand there and get absolutely fucking riddled. That's the end of my turn.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
You
it?
started sabotaging where?
I have started sabotaging with they advance. No one.
Mark, do we keeping or discarding?
Discarding both.
Yeah.
So don't... Did you
Well,
start
no, because I've
sabotaging?
advanced everywhere, so.
You started sabotaging anyway, no?
No.
I'd keep marked for now. There's a reason.
Oh,
right?
yeah, 'cause I'm gonna
Hear me
yeah.
out, right? First of all, you
discard
can't
it
gain a
your
CP because you've got Azrael.
Yeah.
If you keep marked for now, he has to play defensively.
Yeah.
And then you can discard it into his turn.
That's true, isn't it?
Right?
I keep forgetting about the discard.
It's very good. Did they advance?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're all advanced.
All advanced people. Right, at the end of the Joe's turn,
He's going to pick up his little.
the Vespids go uppy downy, as do the other Vespids, which is why I didn't mark them for death. Because otherwise I would just give you 5 points.
How many points did Paddy score in his first turn?
6. You're not more than 6 behind.
Is it more than 6 or is it 6 or more?
I've never had this. I thought it was more than 6, but we shall see.
I don't know.
Yeah, be interesting.
quickly check.
Maybe you get a thing. Maybe you don't.
I thought you did go 6 points behind.
The Dubry Firking. Where is it? It's in here somewhere.
Who does stuff in multiples of
Fixed
6? Anyway?
tactical new orders.
It is a weird number, isn't
set
it?
mission
It might be
parameters,
because it's more than 5, but they could have said more than 5.
Determined challenger cards. A player becomes a challenger if at the start of the battle round they have fewer VP than their opponent. The difference between the VP is 6 or more.
Oh, so you do get a challenger
card, Joe.
Very good.
Paddy, because you are the guest, you get to pick my challenger card.
Do I?
I think I found the song chat as well.
You went for that one very quickly.
Is that the song? I can't play it for long.
Opportunistic strike.
You're an opportunistic strike. So what is the one that
it's a free grenade, basically.
Oh, you love a grenade.
Or if I end of my turn, one or more enemy models from 2 or more different units were destroyed this turn. So basically, I've got to kill 2 models from 2 different units.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, or throw a grenade at you.
Sounds reasonably easy. Right, Liam, command phase. I'm going to roll my ethereal.
Yeah, you are.
So on a 4+. That's where the 6s are going. It's the ethereal to give me command points.
I'm struggling to roll anything over a...
Don't complain.
Over a thing.
Not your saves. Can I please have 2 victory points? I also will get 4 in the primary because I hold 2.
You can.
Yeah.
You get
2
what
seconds.
Joe had, Mark for Death and Cull the Horde.
Can I do Cull the Horde?
No, because it's a starting strength now.
Okay.
So you'll instead have secure no man's land.
Interesting.
Hold 2 objectives in no man's land for 5 victory points.
Not a huge fan of this one.
If you hold 1 instead, you will get 2.
Okay, that's good. Mark me some stuff, Joe.
You've got to mark 3 alphas, and then you get to mark 1 gammon.
1 whole gammon?
Uh-oh! Edit undo.
What happened?
I don't know, the scoreboard just went funny. I fixed it.
Okay.
I fixed it.
Gammon me up, baby.
Okay.
What did you have, Cuddy?
What's the move?
Marked for death and secure no man's land.
What's the move?
10.
Move 10. Oh.
Yeah.
So I'll pick the lion.
Yeah.
Who's
where? He's back here.
Yeah, he's
Cowardice.
I fixed it.
captain of the trees, isn't he?
Yeah.
This unit of infiltrators.
Okay.
And how fast do these move?
8. They move like 10 as well.
And their range is?
Lots. Hang on.
36?
I'll tell you exactly.
Is it 36?
Ghost Keels move 10. I have a range 36.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go the Deathwing Knights. Basically, all 3 of those units there.
Okay,
Just
cool.
makes
All
life
3 of those units there?
easy. Yeah.
Cool. Are you sure? Because I can see broadside straight down onto those bikes.
All right, we'll go
I don't have enough shots to kill all the bikes, though.
That is true.
Yeah.
We'll go Deathwing Knights,
Yep.
Lion, Infiltrators.
Deathwing Knights, Lion, Infiltrates. Okay, and then mine is... I think I'm going to have to go for the Circle Companions. Because
-1 to hit, bruh.
Not when I'll be getting Exemplar of the Cowion.
Yeah.
Because I ignore that.
Is that from Battle Round 2?
Battle Round 3, but Exemplar of the Cowion makes it come in from Battle Round 2, and that is the Warlord, that's the enhancement I have on my 3 damage guy.
Fine, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It's like I thought about it, Joe. Yeah. Cool. Right, okay. Well, I'll crack on then.
Tiny tailored.
Well, will you now?
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Thank you, Andy Cameron, for the 5 gift membership. Thank you, Andy Cameron.
I hope, Andy Cameron, that every time you get a coffee from a coffee shop or a place that sells coffee, like one of the places they write people's names on your cup, right? One of those kind of places. Every time you go there, the attractive barista puts their phone number on it.
Nice. Nice.
I like that, yeah. Yeah, there's not enough like attractive barista type hopes, I think. No. Thank you, Andy, for the 5 gifted. We're actually on 88.
Oh, that's a good number, isn't it?
12 away from 100 already. These people are absolutely smashing it. We have
thirsty.
also 420 people watching. We also have only 168 likes out of the 420 people watching. Yeah. Are you not entertained, chat?
And Liam said that if we get to 100 members tonight, he'll buy me a Hierophant.
I didn't say that.
No, that doesn't sound like something Liam said.
I think I said if we got to 500 or 600 quid in super chats over the course of both streams, and I'm going to tell you this now, Joe, lunchtime was not a strong start for you.
It disappoints me that you said super chats and not members.
Yeah,
Used to be cool.
Cass, thank you for the 5. When the bearded Liam reads chat tonight, and then he carries on the song, Joe. A weemer way. A weemer way. A weemer way. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Perfect. You're amazing.
It was interesting, really, when you watch Space Ventura as a young person with such an aggressive lovemaking scene, isn't it?
You said, I hope an attractive barista puts their phone number on your coffee cup. And Dats and Des says, but what if you're not interested in him, though?
If they're pretty enough, you know.
Yeah, you know.
I have no interest in dating men, but if Henry Cavill asks for a go, you're going to give him a go. Aren't you, really?
Pretty reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, you let him do what he wants.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Thank you, chat. We are on 80, like I said, 88 amazing members, up to 191 likes now.
Why are you such a dweeb?
And £50 of super chats. You want to I love you all.
We love, yeah, absolutely. It just frees up my exemplar of the Carrion to come somewhere else. Your bikes can't go through terrain, right?
No.
Good. So I know where these guys will be setting up. It will be here. It's a bit at the end of the phase. So they're going to set up there at the end of the phase.
Right, I fixed
Liam, did you give me my four primary points? Because I held one, but I didn't hold more at the start of the turn.
I can.
Thank you.
That is the thing I can do.
Everybody can. That one.
What was the second part? I know you got a free grenade. What was the second part of your challenger card?
If I have to kill one model from 2 units.
And then you get 3 points. That's fine, isn't it? Not bad.
It is pretty good, hey. Right, so I
Are you deep striking?
will be deep striking.
Yeah.
Deep striking. Once I've just quickly closed this off.
Did you go, oh shit?
I was like, I haven't finished moving, to be fair, yet. I just need to make sure before I go into the end of the turn, I don't leave Joe a very nice little Terminator-shaped hole that I can't then immediately kill. Because these are just regular old termies, right?
Well, they're Deathwing Terminators.
Jimmy asks, do we think Carvel is secretly a member of the Great Hall? Of course he is.
I'd hope so.
Why wouldn't he be?
I would like to imagine he's sat at his computer, right?
Furiously
But he's got like one of those beanies on that makes it look like he's got long hair, but also like a beard is attached.
Yeah, nice.
So you can feel part of the team.
So this will push you back over here, and then if you come here, I'm just going to annihilate you.
Rude.
Yeah.
What about over here?
I've measured out these and them.
Oh, you're so boring.
By boring, do you mean I get to have a game? Boring. Right, okay.
So apparently, Paddy,
yeah.
there's a possibility that the ignore hit modifiers thing isn't actually turn locked.
Let me have a look.
I'm gonna open it now, so you keep going.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting because that means your whole army will get it, not just that one thing. So let me find it quite quickly for you. If that's the case, this detachment got pretty fucking spicy and you can stop moaning.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I needed to play this one.
All he does is moan. That's the problem. Moan, moan, moan.
Pot some fucking kettles, Joe.
I mean, I did say that I don't moan.
Fair, okay,
You know.
okay, yeah. So if I go down to...
You were saying how much of a terrible person I am earlier.
That's
not
not
wrong.
true. So carry on, patient hunter detachment rule. From the 3rd battle round onwards, ranged weapons equipped by talent pad models from your army have the sustained hits 1 ability. In addition, while a unit is a guided unit, each time a ranged attack made by the model in that targets a spotted unit, you can ignore any or all modifiers.
So that reads to me as it's in addition to sustained hits 1. Because the sentence starts with from the third battle round onwards, full stop, you get a rule. And also, if you are guided, you get another rule.
Yeah, but I don't think it includes from the 3rd battle round part. I think that's all game.
So it's in, but to me it reads, because it's in addition, that in addition stacks on the fact that you only get it from the 3rd battle round. I think they would have gone, your army gets this if...
No, I don't think it's turn locked.
You reckon?
No, I don't think it's turn locked.
To me it reads turn locked. I think because there's like a discrepancy on this game, it's probably worth playing conservatively.
I think if it said in addition from the 3rd battle round, because that's how they would write it nowadays. I don't think it's turn locked. I think you're right. I think you get it for everything. Which actually means that Carry-On has play in the first 2 turns.
Yeah,
rather
which
than
would be
doing
nice.
nothing for 2 turns.
Given that most of our strats are also turn locked, so I can't use a tempting trap. I can't use point blank ambush. I can coordinate to engage. I don't have combat indication. I can use grenades. Okay, cool. I complained there's like 2 strats I can't do.
No, if you want to play it conservatively, I'll have to seek guidance, but
yeah,
I think
from a grammar Nazi.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't need to do this. I'm just going to come back down over here.
I think it's not turn locked. I think you get it all the time. The ignore all modifiers.
That would be grand. Joe, do you wish to spend your 1 CP for rapid ingress?
Nah.
Okay, cool. Well, then we're going to start. So, this unit observes them.
Yep.
This unit observes the bikes. Would you put a unit on there? Perfect. I think that's it. What I've done over here, chat, is I've basically made a move block for Joe's bikes because he can't go through buildings, so he has to charge and kill my Vespid, and then I'm going to shoot him in the face.
Yeah.
That's the intent, anyway. Shall we begin?
So if you look at Montcar
Yeah.
as a comparison,
Yeah.
during the first, second, and third battle rounds, range weapons equipped by Tower Empire models from your army have the assault ability. Full stop.
Yeah.
During the first, second, and third battle rounds, while a unit is a guided unit, its range weapons have the lethal hits ability.
Interesting. Okay, so there is a difference in how they've written it.
Yeah, I think it's not clear, but
It's not clear because
Because I would have thought they'd have. There's no. You don't suffer negative modifiers for shooting. From the third battle
that's why
round,
we've
you
written
get
it.
this. The order's wrong.
And I know they're desperately looking out to make sure they don't do exactly this because this is unclear depending on how you read sentences.
So I think tonight, for those watching either live or on demand, I think we'll play it conservatively just for tonight. And it only affects the inner circle unit for one turn. But I actually, my gut is that it wouldn't be turn locked.
Yeah.
Which
seems fair.
I'm also happy to be wrong.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot a unit of fire knife battle suits at you.
Yeah.
This unit is in the benefit of Callion because it has Exemplar of the Callion, therefore I definitely ignore your modifiers.
Nice.
What's your toughness?
4.
What's your save and invulnerable save?
I have a 3-up save,
Yeah.
a 4-up invulnerable save. What's your strength?
8.
So you'd be 2s to 3s for wounding.
Because you're -1 to wound?
Yeah.
Because of the detachment.
Because my entire army, every unit in my army has -1 to wound.
This is dumb. Okay, I can re-roll that. 3 more hits. Because I do in fact get sustained hits. 3s now, but I re-roll 1s to wound because of the stealth
Lots
suits.
of 2s, please.
1, 2. Okay, so that is 8 invulnerable saves.
Damage 3, yeah?
Damage 3.
4s! 1, 2,
Oh God, that's
3,
5.
4, 5 are dead.
And the commander hits on 2s, re-rolling 1s. No sustains. Re-roll the 1s. 3 more.
4s!
Takes 6 damage.
So you kill the 6th one, and Azrael takes 3, putting him down to 2.
Okay.
That's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to do something embarrassing for Azrael.
Yeah.
The Kroot are going to nade him.
Rude.
Because they have the nade stratagem.
Well, I will spend 0. Well, I will crack my little
cherub.
my little watcher in the dark. Pah! Bane style.
Yeah.
Doesn't it
And
go
then
when
just-
the inner circle companions are dead?
What?
Doesn't it go when the inner circle
I thought
companions are dead?
Azrael's got one as well, hasn't
I don't know.
What does this do? Feel no pain against mortals?
he? Yes.
Well, I'm going to roll my dice anyway
It's
and we'll see what happens. Joe,
the
don't
lion helm, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you good?
You rolled 1, yeah?
I rolled 1, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he gets it for the whole phase.
Yeah.
Whee.
Cool, so he's got 2 wounds
Yeah,
left.
he snapped it and it was like...
Okay,
And
so
it glows and then stops all the grenades.
the Kroot are now going to do some shooting. We're going to do some Krooting. I've got 7 guys that can see you. 1 has a little bomb launcher thing. I've never shot this.
Yeah?
So I've got 6 Kroot rifles
A little spud launcher.
at rapid fire 1, so I've got 12 shots. I don't get the benefits. Carry on. It doesn't matter, I'm not in carry on anyway. Apologies. I was going to say, did they get sustained, but they just don't get the marker light.
No.
Toughness 4?
Toughness 4.
It's actually not terrible. 5, not that one, that was 5. AP 0, damage 1.
2s. He's all right.
Boo. And then I've got my turbo gun of doom, the Tangle Bomb launcher. D3 shots. 1. Hits. Strength 5, but -1 to wound. It is a wound, AP 0.
All good.
Fine.
A potato has hit him
Yeah,
and
okay.
mooshed on his armour.
Then this Riptide will shoot him.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, cool. Right.
Overcharge?
Yeah, as always.
Yeah.
Yeah. All hits.
4s to wound. No, what's your strength? 8.
8.
So 3s to wound.
6 wounds. AP 3.
4s. He died.
12 damage.
Do you take any mortal damage?
Mortal damage.
Or wham?
So that is my gamma objective, right?
Oh yeah, but if you kill an alpha, you still get the 5 instead of the 2.
Yeah, so I don't think I can kill an alpha because Joe's been a little bitch. and made it very difficult for me. But I will give it a go. Because I have a unit of broadsides that can see a unit of jet bikes. So I'm going to have a shot at them. And I will be firing my once per game missiles. Broadside battile suits. So 4 heavy rail rifles.
Nice.
Hitting on... oh, they're heavy and I haven't moved. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s. Strength 12.
So...
3s because of the minus. Rerolling 1s to wound. Oh, those are devastating. 2 dev wounds. 1 at -4 ignores cover.
So I don't think... I don't do Ravenwing Black Knights have an invulnerable? They do! A 5 up invuln. Ah, boo.
So
what's the damage?
D6 plus 1 each. So the first one...
Hang on. No, because obviously I did my little aura from...
oh, the Lion 4 plus Field of Pain is mortal wounds?
Yeah, from Young Lion.
Okay, so the first one then...
hang on.
Yeah.
Let's see who it affects. Because it might not affect bikes.
Isn't it just Dark Angels units?
Why, friendly Dempsey Starties units, yeah.
So the first one does 7 damage, but it's not mortals.
So not mortals.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of the flag.
The second one, this is a mortal, does 7. What is this, 6?
Tight. Oh!
It takes no damage!
He just takes it on the chest.
2. What is this?
It takes 1.
Well, this was nonsense. Right, 2 one-shot missiles. Rerolling 1s. Yep. Rerolling 1s. 2, that's AP3.
5. Boom.
D6 plus 1. 4, not immortal.
Ah, boom.
Yeah.
so well
Who
taken
knew
that.
devastating wounds were not what I wanted? Oh, what a terrible state for things. Right. I now have 2 ghosty keels.
Yeah.
1 ghosty keel. Oh, sorry, I should have observed. Because I've got my game. I've got my plan. Honk. There is absolutely no point me shooting at Deathwing Knights. There's just none.
No?
No. So the first ghost kill is going to shoot at the observed target. I will be overcharging.
Lame.
So, do I take any damage? No. Can't reroll 1s. Don't
Why
get
can't you reroll
sustained.
1?
Because this is not a stealth suit observing. This is the ghost kill observing for his mate. 4 AP is, I believe, 2.
Do you ignore cover?
I can just see you.
Yeah, but most of my units behind cover.
Let's have a look. You will be getting cover naturally. 2 secs. Do I have a marker like keyword? No, so you are AP2 becomes AP1. So 4 up saves. That'll be 3 dead.
So, damage?
3. What are you doing, Phil?
Got a 6. I feel no pain, bruh.
Oh, because you're infiltrators.
I'm infiltrating your heart. Oh, they're all dead.
Yeah. And then I've got my twin link fusion gun. Hits. Wounds.
The camera, he's still fucking rolling. Wait for him to finish rolling.
Joe, you've got 1 wound.
Nah, bro.
At AP4 becomes AP3. Because cover.
4?
Like,
I mean, I failed.
It was only 1. It was 1.
literally like working with animals.
AP3.
3. So you failed all 4 of those dice you rolled.
Yeah.
Damage is 2. I'm not in half range. Boo. Boo earns. Okie doke. I now can't see, so the ghost kill that was observing is going to overcharge into your Deathwing Knights. Do I hurt myself? Nope.
You're doing alright this overcharging malarkey, aren't you, Paddy?
Yeah, so far we're doing good. I only hit twice there.
Yeah.
3s.
No, it'd be 4s, isn't it? Unless you're strength 10.
Oh, yeah. Because I thought you were toughness 4, sorry. It doesn't matter, I didn't wound you any times. No, nothing happening, Chief.
Oh.
That's that. What are my secondaries?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Your secondaries
Were secure
and marked for death.
and marked. So I've got little marked.
You've got little mark. You done, are you?
Yeah, I'm done.
Little marky mark.
I've little marked, but I have big secured.
So little marked is 2, and big secured is 5.
And currently I've killed 2 units.
Now, because the scoreboard broke itself,
Yeah.
there is the potential in the future that you're going to redraw those cards,
And we'll just remember
have
them.
to just discard them, okay?
I'm going to get rid of my token from over there.
So I only get the 1 CP now, because Paddy is boring.
Hold an objective, Joe.
I do hold 1 in no man's land, and my home.
Do you hold more than Paddy?
Yeah.
You don't. So just the 4 on the primary for you, sir.
4, actually.
And you get another 4, Paddy, because you did kill a unit.
Yes.
Banging. There we go. And then I guess you would like some second.
Did you want to discard marked? Sorry.
Oh yeah, bin off mark.
At the end of my turn.
And sabotage. Yeah. I thought you might. So
You got rid of them both preemptively.
yeah.
Yeah.
Secure and bring it down are your 2 objectives, Mr. the Joe. So
That's good.
Same as Paddy, secure no man's land, and bring it down. Now, just kill a vehicle, and you get 4 points.
I like
I've
it.
got quite a lot of them.
Kill a vehicle unit, I should say, not just a vehicle.
Yeah, one broadside. Or one thingy.
So, pretty kind draw for you there, sir.
Yeah. You do owe me a battle shock on your one dude and a fligger over there.
Just wondering.
It's quite a long charge.
Chat are still debating this.
Yeah, it's really unclear,
All
isn't
I'm
it?
going to say is,
Yeah.
chat, I love you all.
Yeah.
There's no point debating it, and there's no point saying, well, clearly, because it's obviously not clear if there's a conversation.
If it was clear, we would have understood it. The point is, it's
and
not.
the thing
one guy.
is, people often will go, yeah, but logically and English, and I'm like, you can't apply that to way GW write rules. You would like to think you could,
Yeah.
but you can't.
Because
So-
you're right. There's precedent for, like, in Montcar of
They
it's
specifically
really
state.
specific.
Yeah.
But the English definition of from turn 3 onwards,
So
paragraph.
But then again, if we knew they were consistent, we
Yeah.
could assume
Yeah.
that because they haven't said from battle round 3 onwards, then it would be okay. But
There's also history, right? Because that has replaced the sustained hits 2, which was in the Calyon thing, and both bits
Yeah.
of Montcar in there. So there's each way you can.
there is.
Yeah.
And again, like if we knew they were always consistent,
Yeah.
if we knew they were always consistent, then we could maybe say, well, in Montcar they said this, and in Calyon they didn't say this, so it's different.
Yeah.
But it's GW, so
Yeah.
consistency doesn't exist. So it might simply be that the in addition to replaces the from battle round blah blah blah, and it is actually turn locked.
Yeah.
I think
Both
honestly,
ways are doable.
I think if it is turn locked, it's still good, and if it isn't turn locked,
It's very good.
It makes carry on very good,
Yeah.
but not broken good. And
Maybe-
again, because it doesn't make it broken good, it's believable that it could be intended.
Yeah.
So there's no. I don't think it's worth us arguing about it. What
Yeah.
we're going to do here on the channel is we'll play it the conservative version because it makes sense to play it the conservative version to start with, and I'll seek some guidance from GW Direct. Because all I'll do is I'll message my rep tomorrow. I'll get him to ask the rules team. I'll get a clarification within a week,
And I'm
then
sure-
we'll know for certain.
And they'll push it out as an FAQ, I'm sure.
I no doubt, absolutely.
It's also, it's quite a niche rule. That is the only time it's going to come up this game. Because there's no other hit
exactly.
modifiers for Joe.
So it doesn't really impact us tonight. So we played it conservatively.
And also your point about if it was all game, it wouldn't be that busted. Like against like Admech or Raven Guard, where I'm -1 to hit all the time, it's pretty good. But against a lot of armies, it does absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So it doesn't really impact us tonight. Azrael
Yeah.
and his unit died anyway.
Yeah.
So we've played it safely, and it's not going to come up again.
Yeah.
But at this point, I just don't want people, because people get really heated because they think that the way they've interpreted it is the right way, and how can anyone think differently?
Yeah.
And you might be right. You absolutely might be right. But the fact that some people interpret it differently mean that it is open for debate, and this one's one that is not that obvious, I don't think.
And there's 3 of us in the room. 2 of us think completely opposite, and Joe doesn't care. And we talk to each other all the time. We know how each other anticipate and interpret rules. We think about it very similarly. So the fact that we're all thinking differently as well, I think, is a good example of why this is clear as mud.
Honestly, it's because it's Games Workshop's rules writing team as well, where I'm like, it could just go either way. I don't know.
Because people choose to interpret rule the way that is best for them, they've been doing, they have, to be fair, mostly doing a good job of being ultra specific.
Yeah.
This one looks like it's just slipped through the net.
Yeah, and it might be that the in addition is actually really obvious and people are overthinking it. But again, with Montcar, they worded it differently. So why word it differently for Montcar?
Yeah.
You know, just be consistent, and then it solves the problems. Mad Cuz Brad, thank you for the $10. I wanted to wait till you're front on camera for this one because it might be a 2-minute discussion. Hello, gents. I normally play Eldar, but I want to play an Imperium faction.
Oh, good choice.
What would you suggest as a good choice, looking for something less glass cannon than like Eldar?
So Sisters is out then.
Sisters and half the guard range is out.
Yeah. Dark Angels.
I mean, that's the extreme opposite
Or
end.
Custodies.
That is like
Dark Angel Custodies are the opposite end of the
the thing
spectrum.
is though, like the way obviously I choose Dark, but I think Dark Angels, right? They're not an expensive army to buy because everything's quite expensive. You get a Primarch, which are fun to use, right? They're relatively easy to paint, but they're different to just normal.
Yeah, you
Space
can.
Marines.
You do have some level of variety if you want to.
Because you don't have to paint the bone armor if you don't want to, but you can.
Yep.
You don't have to paint green armor. You can paint black armor. Go the heresy way.
Well, if you go canon, you get to paint black Raven Wing, bone Terminators, and you get to paint green army,
which keeps some of the fluff of the Eldar, which is nice and colourful.
Yeah.
See, interesting. I'd say don't go sisters. They're glass cannons. They're like you said a few weeks ago. They are the Eldar of the Imperium. Like how they play.
Yeah, I agree.
I also say don't go standard Space Marines because Eldar's a lot of here's my specialist unit that does this thing and does it really well.
Yeah.
The actual Space Marine Codex
Doesn't
is
have
here's
that.
my special unit that kind of does this one thing really well, but isn't like a master of all. Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, very different. Custodes, incredibly different.
Yeah.
Big, tough people that can stand in the middle, take a beating, and dish it out. Custodes, I think, are as far away from Eldar as you can get within the Imperium range.
Obviously, if you want to go super durable, you could just go Imperial Knights.
Yeah,
that
that is fair.
I wouldn't, to be honest with you.
You could go Legions Titanicus and get a Warhound.
Don't touch AdMech, that's where madness lies. And my personal preference at the moment to anyone who ever asks me any army that they should collect, Space Wolves. They're the coolest. Join the Great Hall Shield Wall.
Yeah.
I'm going to oath this guy.
Okay.
Right. You got nothing in deep strike?
No, but I can uppy downy.
Okay. So I will...
Including ghost kills.
Thank you, Mad Cosbrad, for the $10. You're a legend.
So I'm going to shoot now. My Terminator's over there.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot the...
Recruit.
Recruit.
Okay. Recruit, I genuinely think Recruit have stealth.
Brian says, how did you get the mission deck, Lucky?
Stealth.
Oh no, Jimmy just got. I thought he was asking us then, Brian. How did you get the mission deck? I was like, well, they sent it to us.
Yeah.
But Jimmy says just got confirmation. Mission deck and Wolves army box is being shipped. I got my confirmation earlier that my next Wolves box is being shipped.
I need to check if I got my mission deck being shipped.
Assault cannon.
Minus one to hit.
I ignore all negative modifiers to shoot.
That's my rule.
Because I'm a Dark Angel.
What? You just get that as well?
Yeah. It's just Dark.
And here we were.
Deathwing Terminators.
And here we were debating whether I get it turns 1 or 2 or not. You just get it.
Yeah, Dark Angel.
Only on Deathwing Terminators.
Only Deathwing Terminators.
They're painted the wrong colour.
They're just better than you.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm
All
toughness squishy.
3.
Years.
2's to wound, 6 is a dev.
Good job.
Just 3. No AP.
So I will actually get a 5+ save because cover.
That's your own fault, Joe, for laughing at him.
One goes through. Get out of here, Joe.
Grey Knights are Grey Knights are a good option for durability, but their model range is tired.
Their model range is old, knackered.
Storm bolters, bro.
Bolters of the Storm.
Yeah, really good at killing small, squishy units.
Toughness 3.
4, 8.
That's good.
No AP.
Who do the Recruit appreciate? 5s. So 5 will die. Luckily, they have sticky objective, Joe.
Oh.
And they have stickied this one at the start of the game, and that expansion objective.
Sticky.
So 5 more.
The unit of Raven of the Black Knights are going to shoot the Vespid.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, tabletop battles will update soon. You'll have the mission deck on there. It's again, you know, we talk about typical GW with rules writing. It's not too dissimilar with mission decks. What's the thing that everyone needs to play the game? Mission decks. But don't make enough of them, just to be sure.
That's a real confusion.
What's the toughness of a Vespid?
4, mate.
4?
Toughness 4, 4 up save.
I'm going to overcharge.
Bold. Are you all plasma cannons, are you?
They're plasma guns.
Oh, right, okay.
They're 2 shots, rapid fire 1.
Yep.
Hit on 3s.
Nice.
No sustained. Boo.
I don't think you need it, mate.
2s to wound, or 2s to kill, basically.
A 4 up save with cover. These guys.
They're AP 3.
Okay, so I'll get 6 up saves then.
Yeah. 3, 6, 9, 10.
I don't know why I'm bothering with this. 6s! Yeah, I don't. That's a good effort.
That's a good go.
I died.
I'm going to do a
exactly.
Jill now.
Yeah, what's
So
that?
Jill at Warhammer Joe Fest. Warhammer
Yeah.
Joe Fest. She fired a unit of 5 Hellblasters, right?
Yeah.
Overcharged. Rolled 5 1s.
Ooh, if you could do that, it'd be great.
Yeah, I've only got 4 though of shot. I roll. Well, 1 dice.
You rolled a 1. So 3 of the bikes are gone. But importantly, this is now a turbo long charge, right?
Not a huge. I get
Bear in
plus,
mind, I can make these -2.
Yeah.
With a stratagem.
So.
And
you go through the terrain?
Do you get +1 to charge for Samael?
So mine. If I measure from Samael, it's
12. 11 becomes a 10.
11 becomes a 10.
Yeah.
So, yeah. See how it goes.
Cool. So these guys innately have a -2 to charge drone.
Oh, yeah.
And if you declare them photon grenades, I mean, you take a battle shock. Let me just read it to you because it's been a while since I used it. Means you take a battle shock and you then have to subtract 2.
So,
You take a battle shock.
Yeah.
You're a battle shock.
my 7-inch charge becomes a 9-inch charge. So I might as well just go for the fucking 10-inch charge on him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so...
You doing this one?
Yeah.
Joe, sorry, Lion's Aura still for up for the pain?
When
Have you used your Westball game dev yet?
No, not touched it.
Well, I mean...
Does the plasma exploding just remove a model? It doesn't do mortals?
3
does
mortal
it?
wounds, isn't it? Oh yeah, good point. Yeah.
It just removes from play, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's 3. Hazardous
It's three,
is
it's
usually 3 mortal
mortals
wounds.
on a character or monster.
Yeah, good
But I
point.
don't know if for these it's just remove a model. It's
Yeah.
important for the feel no pain.
There's one or more moves. Third, if each test is failed, resolving the following sequence. If possible, select one model in that unit that has lost 1 or more wounds and is equipped with 1 or more hazardous weapons.
Can't do
If
that.
a unit from players on...
Quit with one or hazard. If a unit from player's army is selected as the target. Hang on. What the? Where's the bit where it says take damage?
Weapons.
Suffers 3 more wounds. That unit suffers 3 more wounds. They must be allocated.
Resolve the following sequence. So, if possible, select one model in that unit that has lost 1 or more wounds and is equipped with 1 or more hazardous weapons. Otherwise, if possible, select one model that in that unit equipped with, excluding characters. Otherwise, select a character model. If a model was selected, that unit suffers 3 mortal wounds, and when allocating those mortal wounds, they must be allocated to the selected model. So your guy's been selected. He's taken 3 mortal wounds.
Oh, okay.
I thought
So
it
you
was.
get your feel no pains.
So 4-ups.
Oh, he
he
takes
takes
1.
one. He takes
He's back
1.
in.
There you go. You don't lose a guy.
Now you can't put him here, Joe, because that would be cheating.
I will put him where he died. There we go.
That's good. That
is quite good.
It's much better.
So I'm going to charge...
You can thank chat for that, Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks, chap. I'm going to charge him into this Riptide. All the long bomb charges. No. CP it, I might as well. Let's...
You CP in it, yeah?
Yeah. Can you just... Hang on. Let's check something.
What are you checking?
Just Sammy's rules.
+1, you said, right? Are you seeing if you can reroll charges for free?
Yeah. Because sometimes you can.
You're hoping he's a Charlie Slaplin as well?
Yeah. But
You're a Charlie Slaplin.
Fair. That is how I identify as myself.
Do you?
Charlie Slaplin.
That's how I identify you as well.
Go. No, it's the same.
the exact same. These Terminators will charge them.
How many CP do I have?
You have this many CP. 4.
I'm going to use photon grenades.
I mean, I get to re-roll for free.
This is fine. So the bit I can't make them cumulative. It can't be -4. The bit I want is you to take a battle shock test because if you fail, you don't then hold the objective. So take the battle shock.
Fine.
You got a 12. Cool.
That's the first time I've rolled over a 4
Yeah.
in the charge phase. And it's a fucking battle shock test.
Yeah,
So-
now roll 4.
That looks like a Well, you're in, mate. If you just swapped all those rolls, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you'd have rolled a 4, then Joe, I might have died laughing.
That would have been very funny.
Have you ever built? Either of you two, as Space Marine players, ever built Outriders?
Yes.
What are they like? Are they easy to kit bash?
The arms.
Arms are.
Arms, heads, backpacks.
Yeah.
What about the torsos?
No. The ones I built were out of the Indomitus set, so I don't know.
They're all the Indominus ones.
Oh,
they're
right,
all
okay.
Bushfit.
They're not great.
No. They are if you are strong of will. Yeah. So those Terminators over there are going to charge the closest
It will be a 9 then.
guy.
No.
What is it with my fucking charges tonight?
I really want to kit bash the top half
Yeah.
of head takers onto bikes.
Yeah, that would be
I'm
good.
just going to lose this game because I can't make a fucking 9-inch charge with re-rolls.
I mean, that is.
It's not. It's quite uncommon to make a 9-inch charge.
I've tried to roll
10-inch charge.
10 and 9-inch charges
There's like
multiple times.
That's like a 30% charge with a reroll.
Yeah, but did with a reroll.
Yeah.
But I also did a long charge last turn.
Yeah.
And I've just failed that one. I just keep failing the charges.
That is
unless it's really fucking
That is
close.
how statistics work, to be fair.
Yeah. So my captain's gonna just fucking
None of this math nonsense, Paddy!
Don't be using your logic, you idiot.
Joe statistically passes more long bomb charges when we get over 100 members.
Yeah. And he also starts getting a lot of sustained hits.
That's just how it works.
Yeah.
So we need 12 more members and Joe will be all right.
So my captain on that poor unit of fucking
I mean, they're
3.
so dead.
2s to hit. Oh.
Toughness 3.
Strength 7.
Oh, good. This is good. 4.
Minus 3 damage.
Okay, so 4 die.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just start over here.
Then
Escapade solved your problem, Joe.
yeah, just roll bear.
No, just get closer.
It is, to
Clearly.
be fair, my fault for making the move block.
Yeah.
And Joe's fault for arriving at a regular or deep strike.
So my great weapon of the unforgiven, hitting on 2s. Good. Strength 6, so wounding on 2s. Good.
AP?
2 damage 2.
6 up. Oh, I saw it coming there. Joe, for the love of God, mate, do not fail to kill this.
2s to hit with the fucking maces.
Sustains or anything?
No.
He was so excited about this detachment.
Just fucking roll fucking
To be fair,
numbers.
mate, your defences have done well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
strength
got
6
it.
minus 2.
So 4, how many is that?
6, 10, 12. Minus 2. Damn.
6. No, I'm dead. Can I have that white dice back? So we actually draw then on the old how many things we've killed, because I killed 2 and you killed 2.
Wee.
Did you, Joe, secure no man's land?
I have indeed.
Big secure?
Yeah.
Big secure.
Did you kill a vehicle unit?
I
Negative.
have not.
Are you discarding it because you'll get a CP, but he also does have lots of vehicles.
Yeah, but he's just going to hide from me.
Am I? Or am I now going to shoot you in the face?
No, but you're just going to shoot me and I can't charge you because you'll just fucking flirt around me like a big.
Oh, the old casual Tau flirt.
The old Tau tactic of...
So we're going to keep it or discard it? Because if you discard it now, you'll get a CP.
Yeah, I discard now. I need the CP.
Nice.
Which means we go at the end of battle round. At the end of battle round 2, did you kill 2 models from 2 different units?
I did. I get my 3 points for my challenger card.
I shall add that to secure no man's land.
Be proud of me, Daddy!
Which means at the end of battle round 2, it's exactly 6 points difference. It's
Yeah.
16 to Joe to 21
Some
to Paddy.
people would believe I
5
was.
points difference, no?
But it's 5 points difference, that's right.
Yeah.
That's how maths
God
works.
damn it.
That's how maths works.
Look, Joe, you shouldn't have killed 2 different models from 2 different units and you would have been fine.
I wanted to kill more.
There's only 5 points in it, no challenge card for Joe.
Command phase on my turn 3. I will go for my ethereal. Man, ethereal's popping off today.
Yes.
You're on fucking 5 CP, Paddy.
It's too many, really. But I've
is
now
too
got the
many.
tempting trap, so I can start adding 1 to wound rolls against objectives, which I shall be doing. 2 secondary cards, please.
You have
Mr.
got
Liam.
Display of Might.
Oh,
which
this
is
is
a
new!
one. You have to have more units from your army than your opponent's army, wholly within no man's land, to score 4 victory points. And then no prisoners, kill units, 2 points a unit, maximum of 5.
And it's got to be in no man's land. It's not no man's land or your
Display of
opponent's.
Might, no, Display of Might is no man's land specifically.
So, Joe, you have 5 units in no man's land, right?
See.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
I'm just going to quickly... Right, okay, so 5. So I would need 6.
You
Or
would
to
need
kill
6,
you.
yeah, you have to have more.
Yeah.
Or kill a couple of his units and have 5 or whatever, you know.
So I've definitely got the Crute.
Are you keeping these, Paddy?
So I'm just having a think about, do I keep Display of Might or
Okay.
or redraw it and
Well,
hope
have
to
a
get
think
behind?
about it whilst Joe gives Siege Routes a hope for 5 gifted memberships.
I hope, Siege
you?
Roots, that none of your friends ever play Tau.
What have you got against Tau, mate?
They're just so uninteractively boring.
What do you mean? I'm in your deployment
I'm
zone.
I'm just gonna stand far away and be annoying.
Paddy,
I'm not far away.
Far away.
Paddy, next Thursday you're here as well. I'll play you, and then you won't have someone just moan at you the whole game.
Thank
No.
you. That'd be nice.
You can't.
Be quite a fun game, really.
Yeah.
You can't because we've got new Chaos and new Tyranids.
I'll play Tyranids.
I'm the captain now.
Well, I'll play Tyranids, you play Chaos?
Yeah.
I really don't want to have to get rid of it, but I think I'm going to have to.
I mean, you got the CB.
Yeah,
You've only got 5 CVs.
It's just because it's a new one. That's why I was tempted to keep it. Get rid of it.
Coward.
Yeah.
Establish the locus.
Much better. Okay, cool. So I need to do a battle shock for my Kroot. 7. What is the command?
I reckon they're probably 7.
7, so I'm fine. Okay, so I can begin. Locus is center or battle edge, or his deployment zone, right? Mm-hmm. Cool. Right, so I'm going to get moving and ting.
Thank you so much, Booans!
Booans.
$10. On the topic of painting Dark Angels, I have been adding successor chapter units to my army for even more variety. I especially like Guardians of the Covenant. Lots of variety in my intercessors now too. I think people that have huge collections, it's a really nice way of doing it. By
Guardians of the Covenant, they're the silver ones.
I'm
going to have a Google.
Yeah, you Google them, James.
My phone is very sweaty.
Isn't that a big gold chest where Indiana Jones goes?
Yeah.
Dats and Dares has sent me some Chaos Kit Bashed Outriders, and they're very nice.
Liam,
yes.
Can you just confirm for me for established locus, is it wholly within their deployment zone or within?
All right, let me double check for you on the actual mission card next week. A couple of these I didn't think had changed. They've changed stuff.
They are, in fact, the silver ones.
Is that something you'd ever do, Joe? Would you add successor chapters if you've built like a?
I did think about. So when I was deep into the Flesh Terrors rangey bit, I was thinking about just adding just different success chapters because they added all the transfer sheets. Didn't they?
Yeah. So this is what I mean, I haven't even got an army of Space Wolves, but say I was a person who had, I don't know, 6,000 points of Space Wolves, for example. I think if I was like, no, I still just want to do Space Wolves, I'd look at successor chapters. That'd be cool.
I really wanted to do Raptors before I did Raven Guard.
Yeah.
But I lost somehow the Raptors Forge World transfer sheet.
Oh, that's devastating.
I was so sad.
I bet.
So I thought, oh, fuck it, I'll do the Raven Guard because I've got the transfers for those.
But
now,
yeah, go on.
the Space Marines transfer sheet has Raptors on it.
Yeah.
So I'm tempted.
Some of the transfer sheets now, I'm coming away from liking molded shoulder pads and going towards just liking transfer sheets because they've got so much, like the Space Wolves one that comes in the box for the big box they're selling is stunning. There's got so many transfers on it. Established locus, Paddy.
Yeah.
Starts in your shooting phase, 1 unit from your army, end of your turn, if that unit is within your opponent's deployment zone or within 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield. So not wholly within.
Can you guide if you've advanced?
No. I don't need to. Because you have to be eligible to shoot, but then the assault thing didn't work out, but yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking now, I've got a few units I'm adding to the Raven Guard to get a bit more stuff in it. I needed it. Another thing, I am thinking about just adding some Raptors to it.
Yeah, at the moment I'm in a place where my mind for Warhammer right now is fuck everything else, all Space Wolves all the time.
I'm a big fan of that life choice, to be fair.
I'm so into it at the moment. And you know what? It's going to take me ages because that's what it takes me, but I just can't see me getting distracted right now. And normally by this point...
I've heard that before.
Normally by this point I've been distracted by 2 or 3 things already. And there's a couple of times where I've thought, oh, I could do this and I could do that. And I don't even go look, I used to go look at the website for models and stuff. Now I'm like, no, more wolves.
More wolves all the time.
Yeah.
Did you keep your
With the,
aura?
Yeah,
you've kept your aura.
Yeah, because I rolled it for them, so I can't change it now.
So my Kroot are in his deployment zone. The front 2 are, the back 2 aren't. So I think that now means I can establish locus, right?
So it says...
Yeah.
It says within your opponent's deployment zone.
So yeah. So not wholly within. So within.
Yeah, so I would assume you're correct.
Yeah. Because they are very key on wholly.
I don't like it though, but I think you're right.
So they're going to establish locus because they got battle shocked and because they're sticky. That objective is still mine.
You're sticky.
So I'm just going to go for a bit of a go turn because Joe said I stay too far away from him. So,
Coward!
Hoisted by his own petard, the breaches are coming out to shoot your Deathwing Knights.
My goddamn petard! What gets me in so much trouble?
I've been hoisted by it. Right, so I'm going to use a stratagem.
Yeah?
Yes, it is. What? Oh, I need to bring these. I need to bring these guys down.
Okay.
Yes, they're just going to.
I really need to start putting my petard in the right place.
Yeah. You need to stop goading me to do the exact thing you don't want me to do.
I'm just trying to create an exciting
It is
experience
exciting.
for our watchers.
I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
I'm always having fun
That's
with
good.
you, Paddy.
So my shooting phase, one... I'll do it at the right time. I'm just going to read it now because it's cool. One Tau Empire unit from my army that has not been selected to shoot this phase, it's going to be the first unit of breaches that shoots.
Lame.
The first time you use this stratagem, you must also select one objective marker not in your deployment zone. Until the end of the battle, mind, it becomes my objective marker, that one.
Until the end of the battle?
And to the end of the battle, it becomes the trapped objective marker.
Oh, so you don't own that objective marker?
So that is the trap.
Yeah.
Until the end of the phase, each other model in my unit makes a ranged attack that targets an enemy within range, add 1 to wound.
Well, that's exciting.
So, each time the unit, so this breacher squad, when it shoots, you'll get +1 to wound. And then next turn I can do it again, but it's now fixed to that objective. So I can't move it around which objective.
Okay.
So I have to spend the strat each time, but it can only target this objective.
Oh.
So it just gets around your -1 to wound.
I see.
I've got 4 CP.
You have, I think.
So I will have 3. I'm going to have some grenades.
You got 5, mate.
Yeah,
because
cool.
he spent 1 because he changed his...
Yeah, I cycled 1.
He cycled 1, didn't he?
Yeah. So these guys, observe your bikes.
I was just going to give him more.
Those guys, observe them.
Haha.
Exactly. This one, observe them. Ready?
That's booze.
30 breacher shots! +1 to wound, and Joe, you're on an objective. So it's reroll all wounds.
Paddy Joe games are my favourite. I just see the soul leave his body.
Well, he shouldn't have said, you're too far away from me, you don't do anything.
Yeston did say in chat, I don't get it. Joe saved 2 dogs and this is how the universe repays him.
Yeah.
Should have ran them over, Joe.
This is Deathwing Knights. Can Deathwing Knights survive breaches? I'm hitting on 2s because I'm base hitting on 3s and I get +1.
That's lame.
I reroll 1s. That's lucky because there's a lot of
Well,
ones.
your +1 to wound counteracts the -1 to wound,
Yeah.
doesn't it? I've got how many CP?
You have got, Mr. Joe, 3 command
Can I do...
I'm going to spend another one as well before he says that because you want to do it
Yeah.
after. Another one for coordinate to engage. So both of my breach units are going to be getting +1 AP. So you can Armour of Contempt with that full knowledge because I have to go first.
The first one goes.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra shots. But if this was old Calyon, that would be 10 extra shots. So I'm strength 6, you're toughness 5.
Yeah.
+1 to wound, -1 to wound.
Yeah, so
Wounding on 3s, re-rolling all. Just double check it, make sure. Yeah, re-roll a wound because you're on range of an objective marker.
Why couldn't you bought the Blood Angels, Paddy?
Do you want me to bring the Blood Angels?
Not the list that you sent me, because that was
Gross.
a bit much.
I'll bring the Blood Angels next time. Okay, so...
I wanted to laugh at you, laugh at damage 2. With
Yeah, I mean, that would have been
That's what I wanted to do.
horrible.
I just wanted to laugh here. Just laugh, belly laugh, like Doctor Who, but
32. AP2. And you've Armour of Contempted, right? Or you haven't?
I haven't yet. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Sorry, 33.
25, 30.
I love breaches.
I don't. They're just so obnoxious. -2.
Yeah.
4s.
1 damage each.
Oh, God, Joe, that's not a lot of force.
I've noticed.
You've done really badly there, mate.
I noticed.
Joe, you need to roll more than that. I might have lied to you, Joe. You might have been better off taking 15 Deathwing Knights.
Yeah. So he's killed 4.5. Well, no, he's actually 4. No, 4 and one's got a win.
So I got my strats mixed up. It works for this one. It was a point blank ambush I'm using, so it only affects 1. So it's this one, not the other one.
Roger, Dodge.
Yeah.
So what? As in?
So nothing changes in this roll,
Yeah.
but I don't get the extra AP for these because I was within 9 and I shot you.
I would have armor contempted, Paddy.
Put it back on then.
No.
No, because you would have Armour of Contempted.
I would have, yeah.
So how many
No, I
threes
just
did
want
you
to. I just want to live in the knowledge that
How many 3s did you roll?
I don't know.
Chat, tell Joe how many 3s you rolled because I got that wrong and I gave you wrong information. It's only 1. There's a Montcar strat I merged in my own head because there's many. So
Jack, can you have a look and tell me how many 3s I rolled?
yeah, let's keep going though.
I will
I've got
armor
other guns.
contempt for free.
Yeah, cool. Armour of Contempt because you did get the right things. So I have 2 gun drones. I didn't put put them on the thing so it's not showing me in the nice gun drone. Cadre Fireblade. Each gun drone has 3 shots.
John McCardle! Oh no, that was from earlier.
Has chat told you how many 3s I rolled yet?
No, I wasn't looking.
That's a sustained.
I clicked on the different window and it was like back like 2 hours ago. It was like John McCardle was gifted 50 memberships. I was like, oh my god, he's done it again. It hasn't.
So, those 2 are AP0. So 1 damage.
So 1 dies.
2 are AP3. Because they're Cadre Fireblade weapons. Cool, so 1 more wound. I've got another drone on the guy. We're on the wound. 1 more AP0.
All good.
Cool, and then I've
4
got
3s.
4 3s. So put the whole Terminator back then. And then we're back in.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat.
You can thank Pridders and Noxious Ghoul. They both counted.
Cheers, guys.
And they both got the same number.
They both got the same number.
I got my strats confused, but we caught it before it was too late. So I've now got the Fireblade Pulse Rifle. This is the last thing from that unit. They all hit, no sustains.
The amount of firepower that unit could put out is insane.
Rerolling.
In the membrane?
Yeah. 3 at AP0 because of armor contempt. 1 damage.
Thank you so much, Nightmare, for the 5 gifted membership.
Thank you, Nightmare.
Thank you.
That puts us on 98, Joe.
Oh. I hope Alan Titchmarsh arrives at your house and offers to redo your entire garden and put a pond in.
I'm actually going to grenade first.
I shall snap my watch in the dark.
I'm not sure who I'm going to grenade into yet.
Oh.
I'm probably going to grenade.
He's just going to snap him anyway because he's angry.
Do you have one on this? Because I'm going to do it on there because I think the shooting needs to go into here. So yeah.
I mean, I don't know because the lion gives it to me.
Okay, cool. So I may as well just grenade. So 1 CP. That time I did 3.
3. 4 ups.
4 ups this time. It just kills that one guy. 2, okay, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this squad, we're still at AP1 because your armor temp rules off, but I didn't get the plus 1 AP. But I no longer get the plus 1 to wound because I'm not the beneficiary of the trap. So hitting on 2s.
Only one you gets the benefit from the trap.
Yeah.
That's a bit lame.
It was 1 CP.
Yeah, but what I spoke, but for plus 1 to wound.
Yeah. It would be quite good if I had like an entire army doing it.
I think it'd be insane if that was 1 CP for a whole army getting plus 1 wound.
Yeah. I think it's the right call. So I only got 3 sustains there.
You're hitting on 2s?
Yeah. So my favourite thing about breaches is there are 3+ natively.
Yeah.
4's re-rolling.
What's your strength?
6.
Yes, 4.
Yeah. I was questioning myself there.
Joe seems sad, chat. He seems like he's like.
Well, Joe, so
it's just because like Paddy's a good player, which means that he's like, ooh, move block, ooh,
let's
move block.
not kid ourselves.
You
Joe.
can't do anything.
Let's
Just
not
shoot
kid
you.
ourselves. You're a good player.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck on stream. That's the problem.
That seems much like a you issue, mate. I'll be honest.
Yeah. 50. I would feel sorry for Joe, but he does this every time. He's like, I don't like breaches. I know exactly what they do.
Well, if it helps.
Why? I have to stand in front of the breaches, Paddy, because the objectives are in the middle of the table.
Who put them there, Joe?
The game.
26.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
To be fair, last Tuesday he fingered me with sisters, so you know. Yeah. Did you see what got cheaper in sisters, Paddy?
Yes, I did.
Everything you took.
Yeah.
Got cheaper.
Yeah. That list got a whole extra unit cheaper.
It does mean you have to pay more now.
It does. Well, actually, I already had enough, and I've already painted an immolator, so I can replace the rhino with an immolator, and stuff gets good.
AP1.
Juan ignores cover, mate, with Markalites.
Well,
I think that's probably them.
That's probably
Yeah,
enough.
I saw Repentia that was mental cheaper. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Very, very good in that detachment.
Ugh.
When you play it right. I got I got away with it because I misplayed.
Annoying.
There was a comment on the stream that was like, Paddy got loads of rules where you missed things that would have given you extras.
Oh,
like
right, okay.
extra miracle dice and stuff like that. And I was like, good! You fucking fingered me as it was.
That was my first time ever playing sisters on stream, and playing on stream is a lot harder than playing by yourself.
You killed 1 wound over. Literally, so I couldn't re-roll to save it.
I still had another bunch of guns.
Lame.
So yeah, that was. I mean, to be fair, for the first time playing what was quite a complex army, I think you did all right.
I'm pretty pleased with. Like, I've got some of it right. Also, they got better.
Yeah.
Again, sisters. There's another detachment I might use because you'd have to spend CP to get blessed. Right. Well, I've lined these guys up so they can both shoot them. So we're going to start. And I'm not going to use my. I'm not going to use my dev wounds because it's just flat worse if I get dev wounds.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. So this guy into them. I get no sustained hits. Toughness.
5.
-1.
Yep.
4s. Reroll the 1s. Cool. 3. That's -3. Ignores cover.
5s.
4 damage each.
Kills 2.
Apparently, if you roll above average 4+, you do all right, even against this attachment.
Yeah. This is the plasma rifle. It hit. It didn't wound. Missile drones. They hit 4s. Nope, I can re-roll that because of stealth suits. No. That's that one. This other one will have a pop. Hang on, no. Yes, fine. Because I wanted to shoot with them, I thought I was about to lose line of sight. I didn't see what it was. Chat might have seen.
I don't know.
Tell me. Okay. I can re-roll that. That goes. They go back in. It's only sustained hits 1. Oh, wow, okay.
Why are you re-rolling those dice?
Because it's 1s to wound as well. The stealth suits.
Fucking hell.
4, AP 3, damage 4.
Oh, hang on. 4 at a time.
Oh, right. Yeah, because of Sammy.
Damage 4. Got 2 left.
Plasma rifle, missed, but I can re-roll. Missed. Rockets, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. Re-roll that one. 1 wound. AP 1, you're fine.
All good.
The only thing left is 2 broadsides.
Yay.
They do hit on 2s because they're marker lit and in it. Oh. Shit. 2 more devastating wounds, Joe. You got lucky. No, you get 4 pluses
Well,
against
I'm
him.
in range. I'm in range of the line. So just dice.
What? What's the range?
It's only 6 inches.
Oh.
So he's dead.
What? Sorry, Joe.
This is why I don't like Tau.
Why?
Because it's just like, I pick a unit, it dies. And the thing is though, now they're way more efficient.
I was about to say, I'm going to come back on camera, in the last version of this, that is nowhere near as efficient. I can only observe you once. So this unit doesn't get reroll hits, that unit doesn't get reroll hits, that unit doesn't get reroll hits. They don't get rerolls to wound, therefore that unit lives. This is a huge deal for Tau.
A mental version of Oath.
I honestly saw the change to the greater good. I thought, I'm glad it's simpler and less complicated nonsense, but this could be a problem.
So I am 100% convinced now sustained hit 2 had to go away.
So the thing is though, you've also got to realise, right, you're picking up units like they're nothing. And I'm a toughness 5. I've got a toughness 5, 3 and 4 wound units, often with a 2-up save.
-1 damage.
-1 damage. And
-1 to wound.
-1 to wound.
And armor of contempt.
And armor of contempt.
And the breach is
like, thanks for coming. Like, they've just picked up like 350 points.
For 150 points.
Like it's nothing.
So that was 300 points to kill that unit of Deathwing Knights. Plus, we'll be ungenerous, 380 points. But importantly, they're still alive. And the difference is, I wouldn't have been able to do it in the same way. So I could have achieved that. That could have happened beforehand, and I would have done more because I would have sustained it too. But then that lot don't die.
But the thing is,
nothing observes there.
If I was a 3-up save with no win,
you're flat dead.
The first unit of breaches just fucking deletes it.
Yeah.
They're like, cool.
And then the army rule doesn't really matter.
Yeah. And then the other unit of breaches is free to shoot whoever they want.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bonkers.
I honestly do think that Tau might become a little bit of a problem, and it'll get.
I don't know.
They'll get points. Points fix this.
I give it 2 to 3 months, and they change that rule to the stealth suit rule to re-roll ones to hit.
I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll put the... So currently, the only thing that changed in Tau was the stealth suits. And they 80 points. It's still quite cheap, but fine. I think up the damage dealing units, breaches 120, put 10 points on the big
because
stuff.
then what happens is you end up with less stuff on the table, and it's less efficient.
Tau's Tau's results were in the toilet.
They were, and this is going to put them, I reckon, in the top end.
Of the Goldilocks zone.
Yeah.
I don't think it's mental. They still are going to crumble like a wet paper bag to melee armies that can hit them hard and far.
Fast melee.
The only thing they're going to struggle with is Blood Angels.
And Sunbile.
I think,
I think you're right. Against a slow melee army that meaningfully can't really interact with me because like you said, I'm faster than you. I can just dance around you. Yeah, I think that's right. I think
Death Guard cause you a problem still.
Yeah.
Especially 6-inch deep strike charging.
Yeah, but they have to deep strike and charge. They can't rapid and do it anymore.
No, granted, but still, 6-inch deep strike charge is decent.
Then if as a Tau player you do
just
good
screens.
and you do movement, you do screens, and you're like, yes, you deep struck 6, but you're still charging 8.
Yeah.
So it's still under 50% you get this.
Yeah.
And fine, you've charged some Pathfinders, now eat breaches.
I don't see them jumping to the top of the tree with this change.
I see them going to like 50 to maybe 52.
Yeah.
In the hands of a good player, I think they could be right up.
I think we might start seeing Tau win some tournaments.
So
maybe, yeah. But I think if we go, we think we might see, and maybe.
But
it's
just the sheer thing is though, right? I think in the high-end tournament stuff, you just kind of accept it happening because it's the rules of the army. I think if an okay-ish to a good Tau player plays into not good players, it's just going to be fucking horrible.
I've got one thing which so one of Tau's fundamental problems still isn't addressed. On tournament terrain, you cannot deal with stuff that is staged in ruins because you cannot get to it. And you still cannot get to it with enough to observe and shoot.
Well, that's part of what I was going to say.
Yeah.
If you go full tournament terrain so that you can stage properly, it doesn't matter how efficient all your shooting is. If it can't see it, it can't fucking shoot it.
Yeah, exactly.
Much like Band of Brothers. Yeah. And then, secondly, Joe, do you think it would have made a slight difference if Dark Angels had what seems to be new Space Marine movement? So you're basically gaining an inch of movement on all of your models.
And also, if you'd gone first, and instead of me starting the game able to shoot you, you'd managed to get in here, and you'd been able to push up.
Yeah, it's well, the thing is though, right? Maybe I think Terminator's going to +1 move. Nah, I don't think. If my Terminator's a fucking move 7, you know, then I think it'd be fine.
But my Wolf Guard, I move 6, and it does make a difference.
Yeah. I do find it weird that all the Space Marine stuff now is it's all getting a bit faster. World Eaters, Emperor's Children, Space Wolves, it's all getting a bit faster, and the other stuff's not being addressed. Death Guard got faster.
Thousand Suns got an inch faster. They used to be 5 and 4, now they're 6 and 5 on the.
So it's just a bit like.
It's like an addition again.
What we're doing about the old stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Because I think considering you've also got one slippy strat for advance and charge, I think it does make Deathwing Knights and stuff even better. I know it's only an inch, but
I think Custode should move 8. I think personally.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I guess thematically though, Dark Angels are still we're going to move up slowly. We're going to sit in objectives, and you are going to struggle to kill me.
Yeah.
Most armies, if I think of literally any other army I play, Custodes haven't got a chance into Deathwing Knights. Blood Angels, gonna bounce off your Deathwing Knights.
Yeah.
Most armies I play are gonna bounce off. What's good against -1 damage? 1 damage weapons.
Yeah.
Loads of them, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna put 31 damage shots into you at AP1, so on average you're gonna take 10 wounds.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah. So it's an interesting discussion point.
I think it is.
Because I don't think Tau go broken good. I think they go mid to good at this point.
Tau go... Joe's right. If someone puts their army into the board, a la here...
The thing is, you have to...
And there's nothing you can do in this terrain.
There's a lot... So a lot of the tournament missions, the centre objective's always open.
Yeah.
So you can't hold it versus Tau. Because you go near it, Tau will just pick you up.
Yeah, especially when you go tempting trap.
And Tau will put units on the objective, and you go, cool, I'll run over and kill it. But the thing is, though, there'll just be a unit waiting to fucking murder them. So it means that the other player has to outplay the 2 objectives on the sides that do have cover. But if Tau gets into one of those objectives, you're like, I'm in trouble now.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm okay with being proven wrong and Joe being proven right here, but I just don't see Tau just being
I
top
see
of the tree
Tau
now.
going up to about the Goldilocks zone. I see Tau, 50% seems about right. I reckon this change was needed because Tau were toilet beforehand.
But I think the reroll ones to wound is...
It's the only source of reroll wounds though, other than breaches. It's breaches in that squad.
Yeah, but my army has no reroll wounds.
Just kill
you'd
the
be
kill the stealth suit stream.
The only reroll wounds that you get in Space Marines is on one objective.
Yeah, or
if
Oath.
you take the lieutenant.
Yeah.
Oath doesn't give you reroll
Twin linked?
wounds. So you get if it's got built-in twin linked, but that's rare.
Yeah.
And then the Blood Angels detachment and Librarius Conclave.
Yeah. So 2 detachments.
But one can only be taken by Blood Angels, and the other one you have to take Librarius Conclave.
Yeah.
So I think
For reference, Tau were 4th from bottom with a 44% win rate.
that's gonna.
I think they'll gain 10% minimum.
10, I reckon 50-ish.
And but we also have to remember, chat, that Joe says Emperor's Children are terrible, and they've currently third from top with a 54% win rate.
Yeah, but
Joe's opinions are slightly off the mark.
But my problem with Emperor's Children is that 3 of the units are really fucking good.
They hold the whole codex.
And the rest of the codex is dog shit.
Demon Princes, Noise Marines, and the Spicy Lord who goes in the normal guys.
And it's like, cool, I suppose. I'd rather the whole book be viable and fun than Flying Demon Princes, Noise Marines, and the Fun Lord.
Yeah.
And it's just a bit like, meh.
What they've done is they've put those good units that are carrying the book up in points. And not done anything to anything else.
Yeah.
So 3 Flawless Blades is now the same cost as 3 Sandguard.
That's something that didn't need to happen as a Blood Angels player to another Blood Angels player. That didn't need to happen.
No.
Sandguard did not need to go down 20 points. Not at all.
They're more
And the
expensive.
captains goes in.
Your Flawless Blades are more expensive than my 3 Head Takers.
Yeah. Which went down. It is fucking. The Emperor's Children book is just a real miss for me because the Emperor's Children was a real chance to have a fun, dynamic army, and it's just the weird. It's not like that. Games Workshop wanted Emperor's Children to be the combat army.
Yeah.
They purposefully didn't put shooting units outside of Noise Marines in that book. They're like, this is the cool. Fast combat army with little bits of like squad support weapons is what it is, and it is the shooting army.
Yeah.
With Demon Princes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on then.
Speaking of the shooting army.
Yeah, shoot with your captain.
The Crisis, the Fire and Ice are going to shoot into the Deathwing Terminators who've been observed by this.
Yeah, so you don't get your rerolls.
I don't get the rerolls, but I do get the rerolls because I'm a Fire Knife team and you're a full strength unit.
Fun.
Hits
and wound?
Just hits.
Okay.
So I can reroll those 2.
Well, the other problem, of course, we have is that Paddy really knows his fucking Tau. Yeah. Which is a problem.
Well, the thing is about the Dark Angels, I didn't want my Dark. So when I did all the Space Marine stuff, is that
there's the wound. Yeah.
The thing. The problem. So the thing is, though, right? When I did, so Paddy, 6, 7.
Yeah.
So Paddy obviously doesn't work for the channel. So your armies are your armies.
Yeah.
You have 3 armies, 4 armies.
3, and I play some others. Yeah.
But you've nearly got 3 of everything for the Tau.
I've got 4 actually. Blood Angels, Thousand Sons, Tau, Custodes.
Yeah.
Playing Sisters.
But
Dabbling Knights.
Look at you becoming the all-rounder.
What I'm saying is, before we were here, you had like 3 armies, one big Tau.
Yeah.
And you really played a lot of Tau.
Yeah.
Right? So they have everything. Yeah. With the channel Space Marine armies, I wanted to build the Space Marine armies as the archetype of the Legion that they are.
Which I like,
cool,
by the way.
Right? So, because I don't want every Space Marine chapter we have...
Times 3 of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
That can get in the bin.
Yeah, because that's fucking boring.
Joe, would you like to paint 27 Vindicators in different colours?
So
I got some.
So I don't have loads of shooting in this. I was looking at the planes.
The Zephyrim or Nephilim jet fighter things.
The one with the little Gatling cannons on the front. They're quite good actually. I like them because I want them to be the shooting of.
The Nephilim jet fighters.
Yeah.
What's the other ones with the Rift cannons? Aren't they better? The Dark Talon.
The Dark Talon maybe does mortal wounds. the other one is like a 16-shot sustained hit, strength 5 or 6, AP 1, damage 2.
Yeah.
with missiles as well. 4-ups.
Only 2?
2 have died.
Cool. Then
It is specifically the Avenger Mega Bolter that Joe's talking about. It's 36-inch range, sustained hits 1, 10 attacks hitting on 3s at strength 5, -1/2 damage.
Yeah, but it's also got 2 missile launchers and something else.
one more.
Twin heavy bolters.
Nice.
It's so I think
It's got a twin heavy bolter on it as well, Joe, which you love a fucking heavy bolter.
it
don't
is
you?
does love a heavy
wildly
bolter.
overcosted in points though.
It is
I need 200 points.
195 points. Fuck
Yeah.
me, yeah, that's a lot actually. To be fair, for what
Like,
it is.
they're kind of I think like I've got a repulsor and a repulsor executioner at home,
Yeah.
which I'll probably add to this. I've got a impulsor. But I think
know
I'd
you
like
hate
to add
it,
more
mate.
Raven Wing.
The Rift Cannon, by the way, is an 18-inch D3 +1 blast weapon that hits on 3s at strength 16, AP4, 3 damage dev wounds.
But it's only
Nasty.
D3 shots though, isn't it?
+1 blast.
So,
Yeah, so it's actually 4 on most things.
on a unit of 5.
It's D3 +2. Yeah, but what doesn't come in a unit of 5?
that.
Yeah, but you don't
That's
shoot
a-
it at
that's
that,
a
do you,
unit
you
one.
coward?
Once per turn, one model from your army with this ability can use it after it ends a normal move. If it does use it, one enemy unit excluding aircraft, this model moved over that phase. That unit suffers D3 mortal wounds, and you must roll 1d6. On a 1 to 3, that unit cannot advance or fall back in your opponent's next movement phase. On a 4 to 6, that unit must remain stationary in your opponent's next movement phase. Each model can use the ability once per battle. They're fucking spicy.
Shame
I
they're
do-
planes.
I do like. Well, they've both got hover.
How do you feel about the Hammer Strike? Like the
Oh, the Hammer
Speeder
Strike
things?
Stormspeeder. I've got 3 of them.
Hear me out.
for the
They're
Raven.
already painted.
Yeah, but
Raven
they,
Wing.
yeah, but they've got Raven Guard symbols on them.
That is
see?
basically the same.
I'm not. No,
Pay over it, Joe.
no.
Put one side Raven Wing, one side Raven Guard, and then just face the side to the
No,
camera
I'm
that
not-
you need.
I'm not a loser.
Okay.
I can't. I can't do it. I think like the Hammer Strikes. I'd like to add. I think they'd be good.
Yes, it says, how could a man be so grumpy after eating 6 pork chops?
Just remember the pork.
It started off well.
So speaking of starting off well,
Yeah.
that other ghost kill, the ghost kill at the back you didn't observe is going to.
Yeah.
I can't
Hang on.
spend the stratagem of coordinate to engage.
Yeah.
Because I had to do it when it was selected.
Yeah.
And now I'd have too much information. So this one is observed, the other one isn't. So hitting on 3s. I'm just quickly going to do my hazardous. No rerolls.
Have you failed a hazardous yet either?
No.
I mean, he's barely rolled 1s on anything.
4s.
Joe, I played him with sisters. I felt this pain. Nothing but 5-ups.
All good, mate.
Good. I've got a fusion gun. Hits. Wounds on your invuln.
1
Yep.
damage.
Well, it's going to be 3, right? Because it's
How much
fusion.
CP have I got?
5 damage.
You have got a total
Oh,
of
so even
3.
if you rolled a 1, 1 dies anyway.
Yeah.
You got a total of 3, Joe.
No, it's not.
Did you want to re-roll it?
Nah.
Cool. The next one. This is hitting on force because it's not observed. Can't do any rerolls.
Why is it not observed?
Because this is the one that was the observer.
Oh.
2 wounds. Sorry, hazardous roll as well. There you go. 3 damage each.
3 damage each. Kills the other thing.
Did you want to use your stratagem that was going to... Oh, it was a CP reroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Dead. I think I've got no prisoners then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They advance, they can't do anything. We're done. That was a brutal turn, that.
Well, I mean, we are over 100 members, so you know it's fine if it ends. I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
So you get established locus.
I do.
In the middle or in the deployment zone.
In his deployment zone.
4, and you know prisoners for max.
Yeah. I also got 4 on the primary and another 4 because I've killed more. I haven't killed more yet.
That's
I mean, I've killed 5 units.
okay. Cool. Yep, good.
Yeah.
Joe, it's your turn.
Unsurprisingly, I'm losing. I do own an objective in no man's land and one in my home.
So you get 4.
You remember you have got a single infiltrator.
I do have a single infiltrator.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to battle shock him?
You do have storm hostile objectives, Joe.
Yeah,
Take 1 off of Paddy.
yeah.
And
That's
display
sticky.
of might. Have more units in no man's land.
Currently, I've got 2.
He has currently
3.
only got
'cause
2.
I think that's no man's land. Because they're definitely in.
It was 8 in it, yeah.
Yeah. So I've got 3. You've currently got 3. If he moves in, you get 4.
But you can't charge out no man's land then.
That is true.
So you're going to keep them?
I can't have to. I've got fuck all CP.
You're 4
You've
CP.
got 4 CP, mate.
Oh, I'll get rid of it then.
Spare
one?
might.
Yeah.
Not Storm that you
Established
can't get?
locus.
Yeah, Storm. No, Storm I can't do. Yeah, yeah.
So you wanna discard Storm instead?
Yeah.
Behind enemy lines.
Cool. Well, they're two very contradicting secondaries, aren't they?
Spare might behind the lines. Yeah, they're not a good combination.
Yeah, okay. I will continue to that guy.
Okay.
Right. And then, yeah, I'll move, I suppose.
Tony Willick, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you, Tony. I hope that you only have fun games of Warhammer. The line's going to advance. Stop rolling fucking
Is
ones.
this advance and charge, which you need to declare
Yes,
then?
yeah, so 1 CP re-roll.
4.
4. Cool.
And you're declaring your advance and charge now?
Yeah.
Cool. So
Did
2
you get the movement
CP.
phase for you for advanced charge?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So that's what we checked at the start.
That's
You
much
have-
worse than the
Yeah.
Space Wolves one.
Yeah, yeah.
We've also got 2 £5 super chats from Pritters,
Thanks,
who
Pritters.
is famously a Tau player.
Yes.
The first one, Paddy, what detachment would be the best for this list? Get ready for this. You'll like this
Okay,
list.
right,
I want
I'm
you to
locked
run-
in.
You can't run this list, but I want you to run this list,
Okay.
especially into Jack. Okay?
Yeah.
Shadow Sun,
Yeah.
triple stealth suits,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah, needed.
triple breacher blade,
Yeah.
triple storm surge.
Oh.
Good.
Fucking calls that.
I don't know. I think experimental weapon carder.
Yeah?
Oh, you could have got Storm, sorry, with that guy.
Why?
Because you could have just walked onto it and taken it off me.
Well, yeah, so I've just rolled a 5 in my advance.
Yeah, but you'd already got rid of Storm.
Do you want Storm back, Joe?
But he would have needed a 5 on his advance in order to do it.
That's true.
So on that list, so Montcar is real tempting, but it doesn't. Does it have the Breacher Fish? Does it have the
It
Devilfish
just says
with it?
breacher blade, so I assume
So
breacher's
no
the fire
fish then.
blade.
So no fish.
So I assume no devilfish. Pritters, is there devilfish in
So
it, mate?
not Montcar then, because you would take 3 turns to get up the board. Calyon, you're really at risk of them just bum rushing you. I think experimental weapon prototype, and you give 14-inch breachers and loads of good strats to make storm surges. Cool.
Yeah, I like
You'd have
it.
fun. You wouldn't. I don't think you'll do well on secondaries because you just don't have anything to do actions or.
It says no devilfish.
You got stealth suits.
Mate, I love the idea of 3 storm
Three
surges.
triple storm surges.
Triple
cool.
storm surges,
Yeah.
walking into no man's land and going, anchors down mine.
Yeah, I reckon try it in experimental. No, prototype weapon, the one with the extra range on all your weapons.
Borkan.
Borkan, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the lions will go re-roll hit and wound rolls of 1.
The witch and the wardrobe. Yeah.
So the flamers are going to shoot these guys.
Yeah. Stealthy.
4d6. Fuck off. Right, 11.
So you need to roll higher than that, mate.
Yeah,
Otherwise they're not very good.
that was significantly
Toughness 5 or 4?
4, mate.
4. 3s to wound.
Because you get +1 strength, yeah?
No.
You just strength 5 base on Infernus Marines.
Paddy,
Yeah.
that means that the fucking Storm Surge's Pulse Blast cannon goes to 30-inch range, 2 shots, 20 strength 24, AP -6, flat 12 damage.
That's really good, actually. That's really good.
7 at AP 1.
And now he gets the fucking. You can give him if he's shooting at he's got the greater good, isn't he?
The greater good.
The greater good.
So 1's alive on a wound.
1's alive on a wound.
Yeah, so if he's shooting at a stealth suit target, he's hitting on 3s with reroll 1s with that gun now.
Yeah, reroll 1's hit and wound.
That's strength 24.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
And you got 3 of them. So you can just go, oh,
you use-
nice Titan, dead.
If you use the disperse profile, it's still 6 shots hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
At what range now?
It would go up to 54-inch range at strength 10 -2, flat 4 damage.
I want the storms. I want 3 storm surges.
Fuck me. These things are insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
So the lion needs a 7 to get in there.
How's he,
Probably an 8.
Can he go? Oh, because he can go
to
through.
go through wall.
Yeah.
But I have to declare all 3 units.
Yeah, and there you will be getting -2 to charge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. A 10!
Are you? So yeah, -2 to charge.
Yeah, failed.
You've
CP
also got to take a
reroll.
battle shock.
Battle shock.
You put
Fine.
CP
Fuck's sake,
Yeah,
I
I
need that
did.
for the charge. Good. Definitely Knights will charge the Fire Warriors.
So
I
that's-
don't think this
that
is
wep-
only 1 unit.
That weapon's also heavy. So with the stealth suits, you hit on 2s, rerolling 1s, wound on 2s, rerolling 1s, AP 6 flat 12 damage.
That's gross.
It's fucking mental, isn't it?
Yeah, that's real gross.
All right, so
I think Joe's
the
battle
flail,
shocked.
hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Joe, are you battle shocked?
Why?
Just in your head, are you personally
Yeah,
battle
I'm
shocked?
fucking done, mate. Twos to wound, good. Re-roll the 1s. 3 at -2.
Yeah.
Which you got 4 up save, haven't you?
Yeah, 5, 6. One survives.
2, 3. The fact that I've only made 2 charges this entire game, I'm a bit.
The purple dice have betrayed you tonight.
5, 10, 12.
12. AP2, yeah?
AP2, damage 2.
So all those low numbers have just meant Joe keeps failing his personal battle shock check. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which kills the squad and then puts how much damage?
2 damage.
So I believe the Fireblade's alive on 1.
Tony says, "Oh, so that is what battle shock looks like."
Yeah. Cool. So the breaches are dead. The Fireblade's on 1 wound.
I guess I'll just touch him, I suppose.
You've fallen right into my trap. I have 3 attacks. I've hit you twice. Ooh. I'm strength, unsurprisingly, 3.
Nice.
So I've wounded you no times.
Oh.
There we are. That is that.
Done.
You do get your thingy, have more people in No Man's Land than me. I've only got 3 units now.
1, 2.
And you've
Where's
got
the
4.
third?
1, 2, 3. But you've got 4.
Yeah.
So even if he is not in No Man's Land, you get it.
Did you behind enemy lines? I assume not.
No.
So you got display of might. You killed a unit.
Yeah.
Paddy, you killed more units today.
Yeah, I killed 5. It was a pretty big go turn.
Which means, if we look at the big score team, it is currently at the end of battle round 3, 42 to the Towers, 28 to the Dark Angels.
Yeah, if the Lion had got in and picked up those 2.
Anything.
He would have picked up those 2. Does he have dev wounds?
No.
Okay, that's good, because they also get
Would
stuff.
you kindly pick me a secondary?
A challenger. Force a breach.
Force a breach
I'm going to be
is...
forcing a breach into you, Joe.
Start my shooting phase. 1 unit from your army that is not within your deployment zone and wholly within 9 inches of 1 or more battlefield edges.
Yeah. Oh, can it up you down here?
No, I just get it if I'm near the table edge, but not in my.
Oh, okay. And what's the strat?
The strat is my movement phase. 1 unit from my army that has not been set to move this phase until the end of the phase. Each time your unit makes a normal advance move, it can move horizontally through models and terrain features. So it basically means I can just move through.
Your bikes would have been good at this.
That would be fucking useful. Yeah.
Did you discard behind enemy lines for a CP, or are you keeping it to score it?
Yeah, bin it.
Yep, for a CP. So you're up to 4 CP.
I don't see it this game going past Paddy's shooting phase anyway.
My turn.
Yeah.
Command phase. My ethereal failed. I owe battle shocks on that stealth suit. Fine. This guy is fine, and the Groot are shooketh. Cool. I get 4 points because I hold an objective. Joe currently does hold more.
Yeah.
Bang in.
And can I please have 2 secondaries?
You have behind enemy lines
Done.
and storm hostile objective.
Okay.
Done.
Yes. Right. I guess we'll do that then.
Bang in. We've also got another £5 from Pridders. Thank you so much, you legend. Besides Joe's complaining because he just hates Tau, has he enjoyed this detachment? As in Dark Angels, I think he's referring to.
If I'm 100% honest, I haven't had a chance to actually experience any of it.
No, that's probably fair.
I mean, the -1 to wounds come in a lot.
Yeah.
It does and it doesn't, right? It's fine against high damage, high strength, minimal shots, right? The moment your opponent is dumping fucking 30 rounds into you, re-rolling wounds, it's kind of a bit pointless at that point.
Yeah.
Because wounding on 4s, re-rolling everything means that they're hitting statistically like 75% of, well, wounding 75% of the time. So it doesn't really matter.
Don't forget, Paddy, he's got that charging strat as well.
To be honest, mate, I'm just going to pick those models up.
You reckon?
Yeah.
We're not going to go into see what the Lion can do?
I mean, we can try, but I presume he'll just be dead. So.
Maybe. I am sorry that this game did spike so aggressively.
It's just...
to be honest with you, and I don't like saying this, but one of the beauties about Warhammer 40k is that it's a dice rolling game. And one of the reasons why we love it, and one of the reasons why I personally think coaching services are often pointless, is because it's a dice rolling game. And Joe's dice have not been kind.
No, you're right.
He's failed a lot of charges.
Every fucking advanced roll has been a 1.
And you failed a lot of charges.
Yeah, exactly. But I've rolled...
They've all been long, but you should have had a couple by now.
I've rolled 10 charges and only made 2.
What has also rubbed real salt into the wound as well is when you go, I'm making your charge longer, take a battle shock, and he goes, cool, battle shock 12. That's really shit. And then he goes, charge roll 4. Fuck!
Objectively funny, subjectively not funny.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not
great.
not nice. When you're already having a monumentally shit game.
Yeah.
And it's like, this army's much more resilient. It still fucking melts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, don't go into a game thinking that you're going to be fine, because your units will still die.
Yeah, it makes it tougher, but they will. Yeah. They can die.
I think someone like Guard might struggle because they don't have the rerolls to wound.
I say it again, mate. Custodies into this, I'd be shitting myself. I wouldn't be able to deal with it. Blood Angels.
But it's still a rock, paper, scissors game, isn't it? At the end
Chaos
of the day.
would struggle. Like a lot of armies struggling with this. I think this might be one of the nightmare matchups for this style of Dark Angel list.
Well, yeah. The thing is, though, the problem is if you're playing Dark Angels and you're not taking the Dark Angels units,
you're playing Space Marines.
You're playing Space Marines. You're not playing Dark Angels, right? It's like Blood Angels players who go, I've got 2 units of Sangard and Dante. There's no offense to you.
None taken.
It's still, but it's like, I've got generic Space Marine units. I thought that's not a Blood Angels army.
Joe's throwing shade at me because of the list I showed
specifically him. But no, I just feel like...
painted red with blood drops, Paddy?
Yeah.
Mine, it's also got 3 units of Sangard.
Yeah.
But Dante, Sanguinor.
Because obviously, in Joe's mind, narratively, when Black Library write books, they go, what they did is they binned all their normal Space Marine units.
Tanks, get rid of them.
We don't have tanks.
Only Bile Predators.
Can you put wings on a fucking Vindicator?
But what I mean is, like, I just don't feel like Space Marines aren't chapters anymore. They're all just generic Space Marines. Yeah. Like, Templars are all right at the moment. They've got good points. Blood Angels are really, really good. You have got 3 units of Sangard.
Yeah, so and the Sanguinor.
So it's a Blood Angels army. But when people when it's like, I've got no Blood Angels units, they're painted red. I was like, but they're not.
It doesn't feel
blood,
right. When it's all Blade Guard and jump incestors and captains. Yeah.
And we were talking earlier, like, Deathwing Knights are insanely good.
Yeah.
Mad good. And they're 250 points a unit.
Yeah.
But it's just a little bit frustrating when you're like, the Wolfguard Terminators are 4 wounds, -1 to wound, and
right,
at like 170 points.
Yeah, they're a lot cheaper. Are you ready to put your smiley face on?
No.
Paul is bad at stuff. Is just raided us.
Oh yeah.
We're now at 580 people watching.
580
people watching Joe win.
500 people.
No, he didn't bring 500 people. No. 500 people now watching you get bummed.
Hey, Paul is bad at stuff, crew.
However, thank you so much for joining us, you legends. We stream every single night, 2 games a week as well. I've now pinned Paul is Bad at Stuff's channel in the comment section.
Yeah.
So our amazing lot from the Great Hall, if you haven't already, click on his channel, give him a little sub.
Yeah. He does some good videos. I like Paul is Bad at Stuff's videos.
You have come to us at a low energy ebb.
No, Paddy's great. I'm having a great time.
Having the fucking
I've got 30 dice in my hand.
Yeah. Paddy is living the fucking dream. I will Armour of Contempt.
Yeah, because I'm going to spend this. I'm going to spend the strat for point blank engagement to give myself an extra AP, which Joe then immediately counters with Armour of Contempt.
See,
30 breacher shots.
But you only roll 1s now, don't you?
To wounds, yes, and that's only because of the stealth suit.
Okay.
And I don't get +1 to wound either because you're not on the objective.
So
hit
self-suits go up in points.
Say again? 8. They went up 20 points for 3.
That's fair.
Yeah. So re-rolling those.
But they're still fucking loan up as well, aren't they?
No, they've never been loan up.
I thought they
Ghost
were.
kills are loan up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. Famously, because there's 3 of them, they can't be loan up.
Yeah.
Is there
But you
anywhere
can-
that's got a loan up unit of more than 1 model? Can I have 2 white dice, please?
So if you have a Phobos librarian in any unit,
yeah.
they're all loan up.
34 hits.
Shrike's unit's loan up.
Yeah, okay, so there's a few.
His one is
Re-roll.
actually 12-inch loan up as well. not
Paul
18.
says, Joe, you're probably feeling low because you have no centurions.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, if you had
I don't know if
18,
that would have helped,
like an
but-
absolute mad lad.
Yeah. Thank you, Yester Jones, for the 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Eston. I hope, Eston, that they make cornettos mandatory breaks at your work. So like people get smoking break.
You get cornetto break.
Cornetto break.
Cornell.
26.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Pridders, for the 5 gifted memberships.
Hang on.
Bringing all these crazy Paul is bad at stuff people into the family. That's what they're doing.
5, 6.
No, 21.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and do all the click, ding stuff.
Yeah.
Stick around, and we want to see more of
And
you.
then come and join our Discord.
Yeah.
And never go back to Paul is bad at stuff.
No, go back to
Definitely
him.
go back to Paul and
Definitely
Banner
go back
subject.
to
That's a terrible.
They
habit.
belong to us now.
We can share. Shared custody, Joe.
We touch them, they're ours. You know, it's
Paul,
like when you put.
as you're still watching, ignore this one.
It's like when someone's having dinner and you go.
Joey doesn't share food.
No, especially not 6 pork chops. 2s to fail.
2s to fail. I rolled lots of 1s and 2s.
We've got a hope for Mr. Pridders, Mr. DJ.
I hope, Critters, that your penis grows an entire 3 inches.
Okay. Right, regular gun drone while Joe thinks of that. Rerolling the ones.
Of Critters' penis.
Sustained. 4s. Rerolling the ones. 2 wounds, a day be nothing because of your armour of contemptuousness.
Good. I have passed.
6 gun drones from the Cadre Fireblade.
My kids love a cornetto, Joe.
Yeah?
Yeah, they do. Thank you, Jacob, for the 1 gifted membership. We're on 114 members.
Legend.
114.
Yeah. I think if we get to
AP0.
150, Joe might
AP3.
smile.
AP0.
Yeah.
AP3. What am I smiling about?
Pridders responded to your hope and was like, oh, nice. I might actually be able to see it then. Thanks, Joe.
Nothing.
Why would I smile?
Just because we've got to 150 members.
Yeah.
150.
If we get there. If we get there.
Yeah, but what do I get out of it?
150
smile.
members. Yeah.
Oh, from you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What do you want out of it?
I don't know.
I bought you two new Disco Lords.
I know you did.
Did he?
Yeah.
They're good now, aren't
Yeah.
they? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Joe
ti-
wanted them
what
immediately.
I want is the actual physical time to build
I
the
said
thing.
to Joe, would you like a disco? We saw the stats like a couple of weeks ago. Would you like a Disco Lord? And he looked at me and was like, 2?
Yeah, now I just need the time to do them, to build them.
But yeah, okay. Do you want me to roll this guy?
No, I just pick them
No,
up.
I mean, yeah. We'll see
Adam,
what happens.
Adam Riggs, thank you for the 1 gifted membership.
you.
We're on
Legend.
115. Hero.
I'm going to shoot these Terminators.
With
Probably a Riptide.
noise.
Yeah. I'm going to... Are you still in your 4+ aura of...
No, because I reroll hit world.
Cool.
Well, I'll just use my.
Your
glow
Chumba
stick,
Wumba.
man,
Okay,
yeah.
so I am going to do my Dev Wounds now.
Yeah.
And I am going to overcharge. So overcharging... Nope. 6 shots.
Why can't he roll a 1 on his overcharge? I've rolled. Every time I've rolled an advance, it's been a 1. And I've had to fucking re-roll it into a 2 or a
Let's
3.
probably roll that dice. Reroll that, because started that was a 6. They both fail. So 2 wounds and 1 a devastating
2 wounds. 2 are
4
dead.
damage each becomes 3 damage.
Oh, 1's dead then.
Yeah.
And then
4 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds.
3 water wounds.
Mortal wounds. Takes
that
1.
takes 1.
A plasma rifle. Sustained hits. Reroll the twin linked, so I can reroll both. Nothing. And then 4 missiles.
I'm going to be honest with you, Paddy.
Yeah.
In the first battle round, when you fired what you fired into those
did
definitely
nothing.
nice and killed nothing, I was like, this is going to be a problem for Paddy. It hasn't gone that way.
No, -1.
If Joe had made those charges, it would have been a real problem for you.
Oh, it's only 1 damage?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If Joe had managed one of his long bombs, like, individually, it's unlikely to get one of them, but the amount you've thrown, you definitely should have got 2 of them. Well, like, you definitely should have got some of them.
I should have got 1.
Yeah.
I would have been happy with 1 of the charges.
Yeah.
One, like, considering how many 9 charges I've tried to make, if I'd made 1 of them,
You'd have felt good.
it would have probably changed the game a bit.
Yeah.
Because every unit that charged would have picked up a Riptide.
The Lion would have done. I don't know definitely Knights would have done.
Because the Ravenwing,
They would have done.
would have picked up one because they're anti-vehicle 4+ dev wounds.
Yeah, fair one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot my
They would have
broadsides
been
at the Lion.
"Ooh, dead. You what?
I'm going to shoot my broadsides at the
Go
Lion.
on then.
So I'm hitting on 2s because thingy. I didn't get any sustains.
Toughness 9.
So I'm strength 14,
It's toughness 9, so 3s to 4s.
and I'm going to re-roll this one.
Yeah. So
How many CP do I have?
A lot.
I'm going to re-roll one of them.
into a 6.
No, so 2 saves.
2
invulnerables.
3-ups.
D6 plus 1 mortal wounds. 5.
5. Down to 5.
Then this guy is also going to shoot the Lion.
Tight.
Overcharge. No. Reroll the ones. 2s miss. That's sustained. You're -1 to wound as well? Because he's just
Because
he's
of,
just
because of the Emperor's shield.
Okay, can
The
reroll
shield of the Emperor.
I'm strength 9, your toughness.
9.
So 4s anyway.
4s.
So 2 go through on your invulnerable.
3s.
Nope. A plasma rifle. Hits. Reroll.
If you want to feel bad for someone,
Wounds.
Jay's Island says the game is giving me flashbacks to a game I played a few weeks ago, my World Eaters versus Chaos Knights. Turn 2 failed a 5-inch vulnerable charge with 6 exalted 8-bound, and then a 6-inch vulnerable charge with Angron.
Do you remember your game at Mikey's place?
At All Stars, I set up turn 1, 8 7-inch charges.
Yeah.
So
Failed
mathematically, you should pass minimum 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8, 7 or less though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a reroll,
Yeah.
failed all of them.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, you win.
I looked over and I was like, that looks good for Joe. Oh, he's lost.
Yeah, so I literally said to him, have 100 points, I lose.
Yeah.
I was like, he was like, what do you mean? I was like, because you tabled me now.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing I can do. And he was like, no. He's like, no, you can still come back. I was like, no, because
Yeah.
you've got 9 baby knights. And,
in front of my whole army.
And 2 big knights.
It is done now.
And I'm literally stood in the open.
Yeah. You did get 1 plasma rifle shot to the face though.
Whee!
He's fine. And then 4 misses. The Lion's quite tough, isn't he?
Yeah. It's toughness 9 and -1 to wound.
5 but twin linked. 2 wounds, AP 1.
3s.
Take 2 damage.
2 damage. He's down to 3.
And then I have literally he can't see you. No one can see you. This one guy can see that one guy.
Yeah.
Fusion. Sustained hits. 2 wounds. AP 4.
Onto this guy here, yeah?
Yeah.
He does.
Cool. And then that's me. Done. We are done. The Lion will live and come and bonk me on the head. And we'll see what happens when he charges this Riptide.
Nice.
End of my turn.
Assume the Lion's not. What's the distance? I assume the Lion's more than 3 from those Pathfinders,
He is
right?
more than 3.
Yes.
Oh, damn. Boo. Can't play
He
this
didn't have a
stratagem.
Deathwing keyword for some reason.
So,
That is, I would find that weird, by the way.
I find it super odd. Unless they've FAQ'd him to have that keyword.
the Deathwing. Surely he's got all the wings.
He hasn't
No,
got Deathwing
he
already.
does not. He has monster character, epic hero, Imperium, Primarch, Lionel Johnson. I don't know why his
Lionel.
name has to be a keyword.
Yeah. And yeah, that's me.
Is Storm 4 or 5 now?
I think it's 4.
I think it's 4. I need to quickly check for Storm, hostile objective. It is 4. I was correct. So that is borderline a full house for Paddy. Killed a unit, stormed the hostile objective, and got 2 units behind enemy lines.
Yeah. I've killed 2 units this turn for kill more. And it will be very easy for Joe to kill more this turn, though. He's got 1 wound, he's got 1 wound.
I don't
No,
know
it's
if
gonna-
that really helps me, to be honest.
Well, have the flamey people got grenades?
They do, but I need to get my 3-point secondary.
Which is?
Stand 9 inches away from the table edge. So,
Or-
It's like a mini contain.
Yeah.
but
I'm 18 inches away.
But maybe he gets real contain as well as you draw this. Oh no, Liam's face is doing a thing.
I mean, how many units are on low wounds, Paddy?
2.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Is it no prisoners?
It is no prisoners and defend stronghold.
It's not bad, that.
Stronghold's not looking super great. I mean, I'll keep it.
You're fine, I can't
I'll
get
keep
stronghold
him.
this next turn.
I'm hold 2 objectives, but I do not hold
No,
more.
I hold 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know, it's all right.
I won't be able to take your stronghold off you because my ghost kill can't go through that gap.
And now we've hit over 100 members, you'll start rolling well and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Thank
totally.
you
It's
so
a comeback.
Shh. Don't call it a comeback.
So much. Thank you so much to
No, you do,
Zuna for the £5 super chat. He says, Joe, what about the new tyrannid detachment, the one that made Joe happy? Would it do well versus this Towless?
Yes. I think it'll do very well
It'll
versus
do
this.
so well against
Because Paddy's army has no way of stopping 6-inch deep strikes.
I do not.
And the thing is, though, if you think, because he can screen, but you go, I'm going to 6-inch deep strike in 3 places.
Yeah, exactly.
Really difficult to fight against.
With 3 places with 6 units.
I think Dark Strider, 12-inch Deep Strike General becomes like a must in a lot of armies.
So yeah, I said to you, I've said to some other people, I've said that we're looking like Death Guard and Tyranids and some of the Space Marine stuff is essentially the death of the scout unit for Space Marines.
Yeah.
Because everyone ditched infiltrators for scouts because they did secondary scoring a lot better.
Yeah.
But now there's 6-inch deep strikes fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
So I think Space Marine players, if you're not taking 2 units of infiltrators, are doing it
What
wrong.
you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm overwatching the Lion here with the breaches. Just because 6 is a sustain.
Paddy, he's already dead.
I told him
The
if you
town
don't do it,
people
you're
are watching.
stupid.
The town people want to see stuff.
Yeah. But you're not re-rolling hit rolls, are you?
No. So I get 4 6s becomes 8 hits. It's unlike I might.
You are winning on
You're right,
5s,
Joe.
re-rolling.
Sometimes he is a dick.
3 wounds at AP 1.
He takes 1.
A wound. Then I've got the drone, nothing. Fireblade's drone, 4 hits. Wounding on 5s. 2 wounds at AP 3. He's fine. Fireblade's gun. Nothing. Takes a wound off.
So
That is what, for people wondering what breaches do on Overwatch, because it's
nothing.
sustained.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, if I was toughness 4, I think
If
you'd be
you
fine.
weren't the Lion, they would have done. They would have done like 6 damage to Space Marines.
I'm going to use my free grenade because
Yeah.
I'm not doing that secondary, and I'm going to throw it at this guy here.
Okay.
So 6 dice on 4s.
Yeah.
He takes a mortal wound.
Do you want to do it over here? Oh,
Well, no,
Lion
'cause-
doesn't have grenades to keep.
Oh no, shit! Yeah, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
the other way around. So Lion does it to him,
And then you flame
and then
me
I
over there.
spend a CP
Yeah.
to grenade that guy.
Yeah, that makes
So I've got what,
sense.
3 CP?
You've got 4, mate. You're now
Yeah.
down
So
to
yeah,
3,
so yeah.
Because the Lion doesn't have grenades keyword, right?
Yeah. No.
Cool. So that's 2 units dead.
which is clutch.
Yeah.
And then
Because we're now drawn on kill and kill more as well.
Yeah, the Lion can kill another unit. Yeah.
Oh, the Lion will pick up that Riptide easy. Joe said it, and he's also got +3 attacks. So let's make this a thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We actually get to see it.
Yeah.
so how I'm going to shoot the Lion. He's going to reroll hit and wound rolls of 1, right?
Yep.
And he's going to shoot these stealth suits here.
They are stealthy,
Yeah.
as the name
Oh
would
yeah. So
suggest.
I'm going to oath that guy.
Yeah. This guy's been oathed the
Oh,
whole
hang
time.
on.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I might as well oath them because if he's rerolling hit and wound rolls of 1, so I'm better off oathing
Yeah,
those
okay.
guys. So I'm going to go for your toughness 4.
Toughness 4, 3 up save.
So I'm going to go my 2 shot, which then becomes 5 shots.
Yeah, because all of his weapons get +3 attacks.
Yeah. So he's hitting on 2s, goes to 3s.
And you're oathed.
So all hit.
Yeah.
Strength 8, so 2s.
Very
5
good.
wounds at AP 3 damage 2.
So I'll get 6 up saves.
Yeah.
Cool, so they'll die.
Yeah.
Joe, why hasn't the Lion been up and down and shoot me in the grid the whole time?
Because
He's well spooky.
because you've been screening. So
yeah.
so he comes in and goes, "Aha! I've killed maybe 4 things, 4 infantry. Oh, I died."
Did you kill the oath target or not?
Yeah, he killed
Yeah.
the F target.
So you could.
So I could spend 2 CP.
and move your oath target.
Ooh,
It makes no difference, but that is cool.
that is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, but that puts me on 1 CP though, doesn't it?
It will, yes.
So this is
I
a
don't want to
strat in
do
your
that.
detachment to move oath after you've killed it?
Yeah, but I'm not going to.
Inescapable justice.
Nice.
Because it's literally pointless on a guy who hits on 2s, re-rolling 1s, and a flamer unit that hits automatically.
In this specific scenario, it's not good.
But what's the lion's wound roll against the Riptide? What's his strength?
He is a mighty strength 12.
The wound
and you're
rate
going to say +1 to wound.
Yeah, but
and I'll be like, aha, I'm not a
dark
I'm
angel.
a dark
I'm
angel.
going to say you get lethals as well, right? So
Against the
it's
oath
only
target.
if it was worth fishing
Toughness
for lethals.
9.
So I'm wounding on
Riptide.
3s.
So it's not really worth fishing for lethals, is my point.
Yeah, fair one.
Yeah, so these guys are going to flamer him.
Yep.
5d6, roll higher than...
That's better.
So...
16, 21.
So 10, 21, yeah.
Yeah.
5... What's your toughness?
9.
I'm strength 5, so I'm winning on 5s. Okay.
With a 2-up save. Which becomes, I assume, a 3-up save because you must have AP.
21, because I give myself +1...
You get +2 strength.
+2 strength, but it doesn't get me to 9, so...
No. It seems
So
pointless.
yeah, so 5 to wound.
That's
Ooh.
very good. 100 members, he's rolling hotter. You
I told
said
you,
it.
I told
You said it.
I told you what happens.
8.
It's down to chat whether
-1.
J roll's good or not.
Yeah, if only they'd done it 3 turns ago.
I take 3 wounds.
3 whole wounds.
I'm down to 11.
The lion will now charge.
Surely you can't fail.
Yeah, physically,
charge
don't deploy.
those 2.
No.
Why?
Because then I can battle shock you and make you -2, and then
Oh
you're
yeah,
all
we'll
snake
charge
eyes.
into the fucking knobber chops then.
Yeah. And then you can just consult. You can pile into me if you really wanted to mix.
Yeah. The stream's fucked. Wait. We're good. We're okay.
Okay, we're back in.
So 11 attacks from the lion.
The stream went weird then for a minute. I don't know why.
I reckon he's going to kill me. I'm going to explode and do D6 mortal wounds to everything and kill the lion with an explosion.
Lion, yeah. I mean, that seems about right.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. I mean, I didn't roll any 6s.
3 1s.
But 3 1s. Thank you, chat. You've been helpful. Wounding on 3s.
And this is his big profile, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But don't forget he gets the +3 attacks because of the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
twist.
that's what I mean. Like, this is amazing on a big profile having that many attacks.
It's not dev, sadly.
Yeah.
9 at -4.
So 9 4-up saves.
Yeah.
Damage each?
4. Yeah.
So 4, if I fail 4, I'm dead.
Yeah. No, you failed 2.
3. That's obscene. Sorry, Joe. On average, he should have just punked me there. Okay, good. That
Cool.
happened.
Fight me back.
That's ridiculous.
Piece of shit.
This is what he did to me with his sisters, mate.
I know.
I don't control the dice.
He's a knob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the dice.
My
Maybe I roll better at 100
the purple
members as
dice,
well.
which I use every game, have fucked me every single game recently. To the point where I'm probably going to stop using them.
The white dice do very good for me on stream, much less good for me at events.
Yeah.
Much less good.
That is the end of my turn.
Wow.
So
you
you've
did
got-
kill more.
You got no prisoners. You didn't get 5 for no prisoners.
No.
Because
Why not?
How many units did you kill?
2.
2.
So you actually killed the same.
No, did you kill 2?
Yeah,
Did
you killed the 2 one wound things. Oh,
And
no,
3
3.
and 3
you killed the
stealth
stealth
suits.
suits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Which means you get max no prisoners for
And
5.
kill more.
And you get kill more. You didn't get your little container, right? Because you threw the grenade to get the extra
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
And you've started to defend stronghold.
You give
So-
give that to Joe because there's no way I can stop him.
No, you can just move that.
I can't
Why?
move on. It can't fit round the left.
He's got a
It's a
point.
vehicle.
You know, but you can poke your gun round the corner, can't you?
Which does mean
Well,
at the end of
and then
battle
what do you
round,
do?
And shoot me.
it does mean at the end of battle round 4, it's actually closer than you'd think.
Yeah.
With only 10 points in it.
But you do now get another challenger card.
I do fear that might change quite quickly now, though.
Yeah, basically, I'm just going to pick up my units and then just see what he can score.
Yeah.
Pick me a thing. Not that it matters.
Harbored power.
Oh.
There you are.
I have a stratagem. I get 1 VP for every objective I control, which is currently 0.
1.
At the end of my no, because they're not sticky, and
that one.
they're going to die in a minute. Oh yeah, so I might get 1. Or I get stratagem. Your shooting phase or fight phase. One from your army that has not been selected to shoot or fight. It gets hazardous, but it has lethal or sustained. So yeah, I
Put
think
it on your flamers, mate. Be well good.
I think we can just say that because he's got 2 wounds left, so you grenade him.
Grenade.
So Paddy, your
2 seconds.
secondaries are defend, stronghold, and recover assets.
Done and done.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can fail this.
No, because I do ethereal, ghost kill, Vespid to recover assets.
Yeah.
The lion does now die because I shoot him with broadside, grenade,
He's got no
and
more
that.
wound protection. You just
These
grenade
2
him.
shoot them,
Yeah.
and then 10 inches. So I physically, even if I poke my gun, because of pivot rules, that's where I get. I cannot see you, so I cannot interact with you. And then, I'll just sort of do that.
So I've got you because you're going to table him pretty much, aren't you?
I can't do anything about that
yeah,
unit.
but
if
he
dudes at the
can't kill
bottom.
you back.
No.
So you're going to get hold more, kill more.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means, Joe, your secondaries suck, mate, I'm afraid.
Thanks,
Yeah.
mate.
It's not on purpose. You get
It
cleanse
is.
and assassinate. You
No.
can't do either, really,
No.
can you? So should we just chuck one for you?
Yeah. Good.
Sabotage.
Which I can't do because it's turn 4.
It depends on who's where. Who's where.
It's done 5, right?
So yeah, you're going to struggle because you'd want to hold an objective as well for 4 points. Is the objective
14.
sticky?
Is it 14 in it?
14 on that side, yeah.
Do you have to be hold? No, because what I can do is I go 6 over to here
Yeah.
and
There's
sabotage.
no Overwatch threat.
Sabotage.
And still hold your objective.
Have you not already had sabotage? Right at the start?
He has actually, yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, because the thing glitched. So you had sabotage turn 1.
So it actually gives you a tempting target.
Well, so it doesn't matter.
CP discard?
Well, no, because I just CP
That was to get
discarded for
tempting
that.
target.
Right. Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. So I gain 5 points, 4 for holding my home, and 1 for holding an objective.
Okay. 53 points to Dark Angel, 63 with painted.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm going to...
Should
No, I'm going to be genuine now. With your dice rolling and the way
yeah.
Paddy's dice rolling's happened, I would suggest that 53 points, not including painted, is a semi-respectable score, all things considered.
Yeah, this is no offense to Paddy.
I feel like I'm about to get offended.
No, I like Paddy, and I like playing Paddy, but that wasn't a fun game.
No. That was really... So turn 1, like
Yeah.
Liam said, I thought, I'm about to get my poo pushed in. And then turn 2, it completely switched.
It was just like
whitewashing.
every like my army literally has. I have to roll 2 dice essentially.
Yeah.
Advance and charges.
3 dice.
Well, no, but
two rolls.
two
Yeah,
rolls, right? I have to roll higher than a 1.
Yeah.
And then roll higher than 4.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. 5 on 3 dice is below average.
Yeah. So that's all my army has to do okay.
Yeah.
And it did neither of those things.
Do you think, serious now, and I know you don't like shooting, if you got rid of them jet bikes and put some shooting in...
Well, what's funny, right, is they've
Yeah.
got guns.
Yeah, but plasma guns.
So but they're strength 8, which goes to strength 10 for a 1 CP strat. So they're strength 10
actually not
AP
bad.
3/2 damage.
It's actually all right, isn't it?
Right, and they're
With 2-shot rapid fire.
But you
one.
need to
Yeah,
get
they're
within
3
12 inches, though. So
well, they're
people
2 shots and then
Yeah.
rapid fire.
3, okay.
So they
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to 3 shots each, and that unit is 180 points.
For 6.
For 6.
That's actually quite good. They're
It's
actually
really
quite good.
good.
Yeah, no, I take it back. That 108 points for 6 of that. Yeah, fair one.
Well,
Well,
so
there's
they move 12.
Yeah.
Their toughness 5, 3 wounds, 5 up in run.
Yeah.
They've got 3 attacks which are 1 damage, but they're anti-vehicle, anti-monster dev wounds on the charge. You can take it to a 9-man unit with the command squad.
Really? Oh, right, okay.
But they've got the exact same guns.
Sure. Do they hit any better, or...?
No, they all hit on 3s.
That's pretty
So,
good.
yeah, so the
you could have a 10-man unit with Samael in there.
No, Samuel can't join a command squad. Which
Because he's already character in the... Yeah,
for
okay,
reasons. But I do think that this detachment has play as a heavy Ravenwing detachment.
Yeah.
It does.
Like, I refuse to buy the Black Knight models
They're rubbish and old, aren't they?
because they're really small, firstborn.
Yours look amazing.
So these are the
I think
the Horus Heresy ones.
I think as well, maybe the third unit of Deathwing Terminators in this list is a bit of a trap.
Yeah, so what I would do, because I was thinking about I thought, as Paddy's coming, I thought I'd bring my tournament army.
Yeah.
Right? But then I saw Paddy's list, and he changed it and toned it down.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, I won't bring my tournament army. I'll take out the third unit of Deathwing Knights. I'll take out the Stern Guard.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd put in some different stuff just to try it out.
Have you decided that your tournament army is in fact better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even this list, like if you take out the Deathwing Terminators,
Yeah.
drop the captain, drop a unit of infiltrators, what you get out of that, you get double chaplains for your Deathwing Knights, you get perhaps 2 units of Blade Guard.
What I would do to change this army, I would drop the 5-man Terminator squad.
Yeah, immediately get rid of them.
Right? And I'd put in a second unit of 6 bikes with a chaplain.
Interesting.
Or a second unit of 6 bikes with a command squad.
And if you need to find some points, that second unit of infiltrators just becomes intercessors, because then you have sticky objective on your home. You just put one model back.
You say that, but how many times did you walk over here and go, shit?
Yeah,
and
but
then walk back over here.
with a 9-inch deep strike, you just string one
because the
guy
only
strings
place
back.
you could come in on the table, because I had most of that for most of the game, right?
Yeah.
The only place that you could come in
Was over there.
was this gap here.
Yeah, or die by going there.
Yeah.
But I think the infiltrators, if you have one unit of infiltrators, definitely push them out.
Yeah.
Because sit at the back, you can string some guys out, but that unit of infiltrators over here, you're right, it pushed me all the way back to the corner. So what I would love to do is go here and
I couldn't string them out that way
they just get-
because you went first.
Yeah.
But then also, I don't want to labour this point too much and really make you a sad man, but the fucking charge rolls ballsed you right up.
Oh, the charge rolls fucked me.
Really fucked you.
If I'd made that second charge, if I'd made that charge here with the bikes, which was literally
It was a 10.
it was a 10 into them with a reroll, but it was 9 because it was +1. If I'd made that, right,
You would have killed that
they would have
Riptide.
picked up the Riptide and touched the other
Well,
one.
and also when
I
you
put
think
full back
about
and shoot.
Paddy's damage output, right? He, because of your army rule now, your detachment rule, he relies on 4s. So if a man wasn't as obnoxious to just only ever roll 4 pluses, you probably again are a bit better off.
Well, you saw how it can go on turn 1, right? Where I just don't do anything.
Yeah, absolutely. So turn 1 was a show of how it could be the complete opposite way round. Yeah. And again, you're obnoxious as rolling 4 ups is why Riptide's still alive in the middle of the table as well.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like I had the ability to. I could have maybe, like, if I had the enhancement for Deathwing Assault, it wouldn't have helped me at all in this matchup.
The only other thing you could do instead of doing multi-charge is the Lion just tags him. That's a much shorter charge, and it isn't made -2, and then like piles into stuff. But I have got full back and shoot.
But that has to happen before turn 5, and he has to kill the thing that he's fighting.
Yeah.
I think if Paddy's dice rolls were slightly less obnoxious, not saying Paddy only won because dice rolls, to be clear, I think if yours were slightly less shit,
it would have been closer.
It would have been a 10, 20 point place a game straight away, I honestly think.
Because I still, like, the end of the game, I still would be over here.
Yeah.
But you would very much be more here
so you
with
think,
stuff
right,
on this objective.
The only thing I killed that game was Fire Warriors and a Crisis.
You killed, you literally killed my screening infantry because of your bad, like the fact you couldn't make a charge into the meaty stuff.
Yeah. Would you like a question that might make you talk in a more happy and upbeat way?
Is it about tyranids?
Is it Joe? Do you want a Hierophant?
Alec, man, thank you for the $2. Joe, thoughts on the new Age of Sigmar General's Handbook?
It's really good. I would. It's the best. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's the best Age of Sigmar or fantasy mission set they've ever had. And I would argue it's quite possibly one of the best mission sets they've ever had of all time.
Okay. For all game systems?
For all game systems.
Really?
Yeah, because it's taken a really long time for us to get where we are now through trial and error. And I really like the system. I think this is the best 40k rule set.
I was just about to say, I think this is phenomenal. So to be better than this.
But so it's the same but different.
Same but different.
They're equally good.
Yeah.
But I really like. So what I like about the Age of Sigmar, right? Because you probably don't know this, right?
Yeah.
You pick your secondaries.
Yeah.
When you write your army list.
Okay. So you can't tweak them depending on your opponent.
No. So when you go to a tournament, you've got the same 3 secondaries for the entire tournament.
Because that used to happen a lot in 9th edition where you'd pick your own, you're like, this list is designed around these ones.
So it means that when you write your army list, it's based around what secondaries you want to score, which means that people's army lists are going to be almost like more thematic and more tailored to a specific thing. But the thing is, though, your opponents will always know everyone knows what everyone's secondaries are.
Because you can see them on the list.
So it means that when you fight each other, I know what your secondaries are, you know what my secondaries are. So the game then becomes this weird evolving state of, I want to score my secondaries,
but I also stop
I want to deny you from scoring yours. But yours might be a holding one, and theirs might be a killing one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you be like, I want to go into that objective, but that gets me closer to you.
Yeah.
And your opponent's like, I want you to go on that objective so I can kill you.
Yeah.
But if your opponent if you don't go into the objective, your opponent can't kill you. So it's like a weird, like points denial system.
Yeah.
And they've also got some of the secondaries. The objectives are color coordinated.
Okay.
So you'll have like 2 blue, 2 green, 1 red.
Yeah.
Or 2 red, 2 green. Right. And then some of the missions will say like if you're losing, so much like this mechanic.
Yeah.
If you hold the green objectives.
Yeah.
Heal G3 on all the units on it.
I like it.
Or if you're losing and you're fighting on a red objective, you get +1 to wound.
Overall, big fan, yeah?
I think it's incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah.
JK, thank you for the $5. Never mind, Joe. We'll try and get those Chaos Termies for you to cheer you up, like I said in Thames.
Aw, that's nice.
Thank you.
Terminators always make Joe happy.
They do always make me happy.
Yeah, they do.
I want to run 30 World Eater Terminators.
I'll try and make 30 Wolfguard Terminators.
What about?
Yours are still much better.
So we actually can run.
And mine are more expensive in that situation.
We can run 30 Scarab Occult Terminators. How do you feel about those?
The
only Terminators Joe doesn't get a crush on.
Right, I like them.
Yeah.
Because they're Terminators.
Yeah.
They have a better bolt gun than all other Terminators.
Yeah.
They have the same weapon profile as most Terminators because Strength 5, AP 2 damage.
3 attacks. Yeah.
2, but it's 3 attacks.
Yeah.
So it's the same amount of Power Fist attacks a Chaos Terminator gets.
Yes.
And they're Strength 5, 8, and they re-roll, and they get sustained or lethal. But they have the sorcerer stuff. They can do spells. But they're really fucking boring. Yeah. Because they do everything that all other Terminators do, but you have to go the real fucking long way around to get it.
Yeah.
A 10-man brick, though, with the Terminator Sorcerer Lord in it, top pogging.
Well, except for the fact that the Terminator Lord doesn't give them the benefits
He
of his
doesn't give
own
them
rule.
+1.
Yeah.
So you can only take them in the rubric detachment where he has an enhancement that gives them +1.
Yeah.
And then you have to create this weird chain of events where he
shoot each other's
shoots
target,
a unit, and then the rest of the unit shoots someone else, but the unit he shot is now +1 for someone else. And it's like, but it's just like, just give the fuck, just
we know what you're trying to do here, hopefully.
It's just overly but they're all right. But the problem with Thousand Suns is if you don't run Magnus, you're literally shooting yourself in the foot.
There are some lists without him, but
handicap.
he's very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Pad Academy.
Hello, thank
for
you.
the $5. He said, Pure Tide himself has been resurrected into Paddy this game. Do you need to learn how to roll dice good with the new Tau rules? Sign up now.
So what we do, right, this is my academy, just go home, or you're probably already at home, just pick up 50 dice and roll them. You've
Get the
now
wrist
learned
action
how to
right.
roll dice.
Yeah.
Pick them up and drop them on
How
the
much
table.
must people pay you for this advice, Joe?
Hand job. That'll do. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Into it.
Or
I have
sugar-free monster.
I have got my love for the Tau love was going because they were so difficult, but now they feel
they're
strong again.
so streamlined and efficient.
Yeah. Points.
I think a lot of people that kind of, like you nearly binned off Tau. I
Yeah.
think the people who are thinking about bending off Tau are like, oh, I don't have to think really fucking hard. Because you got real bad kind of decision fatigue at tournaments.
Game 3 of tournaments is why I gave up. It's why Thousand Suns in 9th edition were penny. I get like stress headaches.
Yeah.
So
Game 3 playing Tau before this.
So there was a sapping of fun because of how much you had to
You had to
kind
think
of
you were playing 2 mini games within the game.
4D chess, isn't it?
You were playing a game against yourself while also trying to play a game against an opponent while also trying to play a game. And you've been gaming for like 6 hours and you hadn't. Yeah, it was horrible.
But some people like that. Oh, if I do this, this happens, and then if that activates this unit,
I
can do
love
that.
it for 1 game.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 games.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's just like it's 40k hard mode when there's a lot of armies that do the exact same thing, and they go, this unit picks that unit.
So,
all the
Hence
things
why I'm
happen.
trying Custodies now, because I want to play just less thinking.
Yeah, that's why tournaments now for me, I'm just going, I'm not going to win the tournament.
Yeah.
Right?
I've no aspiration to win the tournament.
Yeah, so I don't want to work hard. So I'm just going to just spud around.
So your love for Tau arguably could be back with these rules.
Yeah, these rules put the Tau where I think they always should have been.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Joe, this Dark Angels detachment, especially if it was more of a tournament themed list, something that you've got to dial a little bit more. I still think this detachment is incredibly good. I assume this hasn't changed your opinion of it.
No, so I think the detachment is really, really good. I was just like, because obviously we're not using tournament terrain, right? Because when I did this terrain, this middle objective was going to be like that.
Oh, that makes it
right?
really hard.
And then that basically changes the game because then Paddy can't fucking shoot me.
Yeah.
If I'd done that, I basically, because that then goes there, and then that goes there, and it's like, cool, I just stayed in the middle and charge him and fight him, which is much more how a tournament would work. And I think at that point,
well,
and it's like, I could, because the buildings would be bigger and be used.
The reason why I asked the questions of both of you specifically is because our final super chat before you both sign off is from Yeston for the thank you for the $10.
Thanks,
man.
Yeston.
And he says, and this is quite an interesting question, and it's entirely up to you two, but can we have a rematch of this on a tournament Tuesday? Yeah. I would love to see both players being super try-hard, less pork chops and more spinach for Joe pre-game though. But I think that actually doing this rematch, Tau versus Dark Angels, tournament dialed in, tournament terrain, right? And both of you trying hard, I think that would be quite interesting.
It would be good. Yeah. I need to think about, so the Tau lists I think are going to change significantly. I really need to work on dialing in a competitive list.
I think this new style of list, the new style of rule means that you can actually bring...
Get more killy.
More crisis suits in because you're not spending the points on targeting units.
I still think competitively, triple Riptide, double Ghost Kill, double Hammerhead, 2 units of broadside, some screening.
Well, the thing is though, you go, if your opponent makes the mistake of putting a toe out of place, you just fucking annihilate it.
So I would do Hammerheads with the ion guns, triple Riptide with ion, stout Ghost Kills with ion, 2 units of broadside with rail guns, bin off the breaches.
I don't know.
Why would you? I think the breaches are super important.
I think in tournament terrain where breaches can run for a ruin and then shotgun you.
Because the problem
they
about
are good, but
the problem about that army that you've described is it's got nothing to hold objectives with.
Well, no, when I say the screen, it then becomes lots of Kroot.
Yeah.
Vespid for secondaries, stealth suits.
Yeah.
So you end up with a lot more Kroot.
But the problem is once you kill those, if your opponent kills those stealth suits.
Yeah, it's the win condition is then they have to, but then that's why stealth suits sit at the back because they've got infinite range for spotting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I think that'd be really good. I think that I'd enjoy that once we dialed in lists.
Yeah, I think tournament-wise, you don't take the bikes.
No, they can't fit on the board.
I take Samael.
On his own?
On his own.
You have got that 2C... Oh, no, that was a catch-up card, wasn't it? Yeah.
So, because Samael is a flying murder machine.
Yeah.
He's basically an Eversaw assassin on a bike.
Yeah.
Because he can just be like, pew!
He good.
Because he moves really fast, he can advance and charge.
And again, tournament terrain, you can stage him.
Yeah,
advance and charge.
He's really, really good. And and then your opponent, if they try and screen, you're like, cool, I'll just jump over it.
He has the same problem. Your bike's the same problem as my crisis suits.
Yeah.
Terrain is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Which is why I always take the cold start because you get quicker and you can advance. So yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which surprised me, that with all the repulsor technology the Primaris got,
didn't get bikes.
The Primaris bikes are on wheels. I found that weird.
Yeah, but as a man who likes 2 wheels, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I like that idea, but also like
handlebars,
flying bikes.
Yeah,
bikes that fly.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been wonderful.
You're wonderful.
It's been nice to have Paddy here.
I'm
salty just because my dice were shit and it was fucking horrible. But you know, sometimes the way it goes, you know, and sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. But you never know. Next week it might be different.
Yeah.
And the rematch might be different. You know, I might roll higher than a 4 and it'll be great. But yeah, thank you for coming. Today is Thursday.
It is.
So tomorrow you've got After Dark.
I have.
And then next week, back usual business?
Mostly, maybe. We don't know. We're struggling Tuesday right now for a third.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe.
So it might be... Well, you're already on Thursday.
Is that you saying maybe?
Me saying maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we might even be able to get Dan behind the deck again.
On Tuesday. But you're already on Thursday as well.
Maybe.
I'll
have to talk to Zero
Well,
Alpha.
if you come and choose... If you come
If you tell me what sort of
Tuesday,
bribery I have to send to the long-haired general.
if you come Tuesday, we can sort Thursday.
Okay.
No
maybe
problem.
we
Yeah.
can make this work. So maybe 2 games. Hopefully 2 games next week.
Yeah.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's been wonderful to have you. Please like, subscribe, please follow. Please put a comment below saying
Something
whatever,
nice.
mate.
Yeah.
Because it's normally abuse.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, you've been wonderful, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Have a
See ya.
wonderful time.
My favourite thing is leaving this on now because you get really awkward.